Ralph Sorelli, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm a little concerned about Vegas. I heard that you're going to be taping the shows from like 2 to 6.
That's true.
When are we going to go to the pool, man? That's like prime pool time.
Well, I'm completely pissed because I wanted to tape the shows from 10 in the morning till 2. I'd get done, and then 2 o'clock I'd be out by the pool.
Out by the pool, yeah.
And then Tom was like, no, the people are complaining, the affiliates. And I'm like, no, they're not. Well, the Hard Rock's complaining because, there's not as many people awake at that time in the morning. I go, dude, the Hard Rock doesn't care.
How about you do the shows at night, tape them from like 6 to 10?
Well, dude, that's your life because I can't stay up that late, and
Yeah, he'll have to go to bed right after the show.
Well, Monday I can do the pool because I'm leaving Sunday.
Oh, we're leaving Sunday?
Yeah, what do you mean we, white man?
Come on, man.
I'm leaving Sunday.
Ralph, just go to the pool from 2 to 6. What do you care?
Can I'll do a poolside report every day.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. You can go to the pool. I don't need you. Quite frankly, just pack me. I don't need to for you to go.
Well, you have fun too, man.
When are you going out there?
When are you going?
Tomorrow.
Oh, you're leaving tomorrow?
No, I'm just kidding.
When are you going?
Sunday.
Oh, you are going Sunday?
Yeah. With you.
Are you?
Yeah, on your plane.
No.
I didn't invite you.
Oh, come on, man. Why not?
I don't know. I just feel like you have too good a life. I don't want to make it that great for you.
You never let me on that plane, man. You're very passive.
I'm letting you come home on it.
What's that?
I'm letting you come home on it.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, maybe if he didn't get all these perks, he might do something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm so into the pool scene there, and then from 2 to 6, and then I got to go up to my room at 1.
I was on the website a couple times just looking at the pool scene.
Get ready.
I know.
Dude, I'm gonna be doing the shows in my bathing suit, soaking wet.
You're just gonna come right in from
How about this, Howard?
Look at Artie with the bathing suit.
How about this, Howard? How about you tape the show from 10 to 2 and then take a pool break and then pick it up again around 6 or so?
Oh, God.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
So, we get there Sunday.
Right.
We dump our crap in the room.
Absolutely.
Freshen up. 2 seconds.
Freshen up, yeah.
Boom. Let's go down and play poker.
Dude, I am... Absolutely.
After we play poker, we play craps.
Okay.
Then we slow down with some blackjack.
And then at midnight, I'm broke.
We eat, we drink. Monday morning, wake up, pool.
Wait, I didn't hear strippers.
Yeah. Oh, right. Strippers.
Oh, well, you ever have the Spearmint Rhino girls come who might be your hostesses?
I don't know, but I'm getting over to the Spearmint Rhino Club.
This leaving Sunday thing is a stroke of genius.
Well,
Thank you.
Guys, call me when you get there, because I'll come down, and while you're playing Texas Hold'em, I'll watch. And...
who needs you laughing?
Oh, stop, because then I'll play blackjack.
And don't make fun of my stretch marks.
Craps and stuff you can teach me.
Sounds like Robin's getting psyched. She's going to take off her top.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're going to be naked at the Spearmint Rhino.
I can't.
I'll call you in the room. When are you going down?
I'll be there before you guys get there on Sunday.
All right.
Oh, my God, the amount of liquor.
It's like the Jack Daniels will flow.
And the great thing about Monday, it's going to be that drunk in the sun thing. It's like 100 degrees there.
Forget about it.
What time do we get there?
Artie, do you think you'll ever be sober?
No.
Like once, like for an hour, maybe?
No, I'm not going to be sober.
Are you kidding? On the plane, he drinks.
I think you'll get there at around 6.
About 6, Howard, perfect. 6 o'clock.
Hey, Howard.
It's gonna be
you know what you should do? You should weigh Artie before the trip and then at the end of the trip.
Yeah, Artie, get on the scale.
Great.
I bet he gains like 5-6 pounds.
I'll do it. I don't care. What do I care?
Yeah, well, let's see what you weigh now.
I don't want the world to know my weight. All right, you want me to get on?
Yeah, get on.
Well, let me take off my
And
jacket.
then let's take bets on how much he gains.
I say he gains 10 pounds at least.
Please.
You can actually see him growing on the trip.
He bought himself a bathing suit because he doesn't want to sit by the pool. You know, I was reminded that Artie wore his socks
Yes, at the
pool with his pants and his shirt. Now he bought a bathing suit, a Nautica bathing suit.
You can imagine what that looks like.
226.
226, dude.
Oh.
What?
What'd you think? I was going to be $1.80?
I don't know. I didn't realize it was that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Artie, I think we...
I got my pants. I'm about 220.
No, you're 226.
Yeah, I got pants on. I got my farmer jeans on. He's a heavy.
You're not 6 pounds.
Hey, Artie, why don't you strip down and weigh yourself?
I say he comes back 240.
Oh, 240.
I say he puts on 10 pounds.
You got to understand something. He starts drinking the second we get on the plane. Then it's like this move Artie has. We're playing cards, and the woman comes over. Oh, would anybody here like a drink? And Artie go, Jack and water.
And I hope that food's not far behind.
You know what? I was saying before, in the old days, I would go to Las Vegas to lose weight. Because it was nothing but blow.
Oh, no.
When I lived in L.A., I'd go to Vegas for the weekends. I'd come back like 18 pounds later.
You were a featherweight.
And looking like a zombie.
But, you know, the other thing is that, you know, you get that plane stocked with food.
Yeah.
So Artie eats the entire
Yeah, we
plane
stock it up
ride.
with shrimp and all kinds of stuff.
It is. Just, I mean, that private jet perk is the greatest.
The best.
Oh.
Because I'll never forget that time that they had the buffalo wings
Right.
And Artie just had this huge tray of buffalo wings, and he was eating them all by himself, and he ate through the entire bowl.
And it's funny, they put the big spread out, and like Artie doesn't even let the lady finish putting it out before he's on top of it.
Andrew, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Al? Big
Hey.
fan.
Thanks.
The pool's closed at 6 in Vegas.
Oh,
Oh, fine.
fine.
What?
Fine.
So you'll be up in the morning, and you'll be at the pool.
That's why I'm saying 6 to 10 is perfect to do the show.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I can't go to dinner. Forget about it.
Yeah, girls go for free at the pool, right, Ralph?
Yeah. Ralph can be at the pool all day. He doesn't have to pay for a thing.
Very face factor.
No, hot girls go for free.
Hey, Mike, you're on the air.
Yeah, Ralph has to pay. He's not a hot girl.
Ralph,
Ralph's a bit of a butterface.
All right. Hey, thank you, Ralph. Ralph Plotty.
Out.
Douchebag out.
Let me get your prediction on what's going to happen here. You know, the worst part about it is I can't take the jet back.
Why?
I have a gig that I couldn't get out of in St. Louis Friday night.
Oh.
At this place.
dude.
I got a gig Friday night, May 14th at the Pageant Theater, by the way, in St. Louis. I got to get up at 6 a.m.
You're not going to be able to do
Friday morning. And you think, I mean, how am I going to do that?
that. You know, what are they paying you? Just give them the money.
It's really good money, and I
Is
couldn't
it?
get out of it. It's like, because, you know, our Vegas...
You're going to get up at 6. Thursday nights are a big
That's
night.
the party
Well,
night.
I'm just going to stay up. I'm just going to stay
You're
up.
going to stay up and then get on, sleep on the plane?
Just go right to the plane.
All right.
And then, you know, I'll fly to St. Louis, and I'll sleep in St. Louis in the hotel. And then...
Tell everyone not to go to your gig, and then they'll close up anyway.
Yeah, cancel it.
I'm going. Please go to the gig. I need you.
Oh, my goodness, Artie, you'll never make it. 6 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I'm just going to stay up. That's what I did at Super Bowl weekend, and look what I did in L.A. It was great. Very productive.
Flunked 7 auditions.
I made a complete jackass out of myself.
Did you hear Artie in Vegas?
You know what, Artie? I cleared out the minibar a little bit for you. And I got you a little Jack Daniel.
Wow, that's got to be expensive where you're staying. That many bucks.
Some vodka.
Did you get me a Toblerone chocolate?
I didn't think of that, but I brought some cards in case. You know, I hate to be here on the night that on the day rather that you guys are like down from being in Vegas and now it's like kind of back to the old grind. So I thought maybe I'd deal a little blackjack to you. If you wanted.
It's enough with that.
I'll drink with you.
Artie, I woke up
Artie.
at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and just my radio goes on, and I just hear when the morning you called in. And just we're ranting and raving like a...
Yeah, I have that.
I don't
Let
remember.
me hear what he sounded like.
I don't remember any of it.
I told Gary to pull some like highlights, but I don't know if he's done that yet.
Oh, it is truly terrifying.
It is, right?
It really was. It was something else. At first, I thought it was a rerun. I thought, you know...
Wait, you want to see some tape? Wait a second. I'm going to show you 9 minutes of Artie.
I don't want to see it.
And I've got the audio so people listening on the radio can hear it. Artie makes Jeff the drunk look normal.
I don't know why Artie gets upset about this.
Well, because it's embarrassing.
Because it's not. You know what? I don't care. What does it matter anymore?
But you got to see this, though. And this is...
I'm just afraid you're going to kill me. I'm afraid you guys will kill me, too, but there are no repercussions for my aunt from the mafia. Look. Come in, guys. So guys, I was just explaining to all these black Russians because black guys who kill me are going to get killed by the death penalty. Here, Sheriff, my good buddy. Artie, you're going to sleep. No, I'm not. I'll take Garrett tonight. You take mine tomorrow night. Garrett, I'm going to spin right. No. I'm taking all these black guys over there, and I'm going to show them what small white are.
I'll take yours tonight. You take mine tomorrow night.
We're going to show all the strippers what a small white dick is. They're going to have to...
Right. He's so hammered.
But it's done.
It's done.
I mean, is there? You guys just want to just skin me alive? Well, I mean, there's nothing.
What's this?
TV commercial.
I was like,
Say, where'd that come from?
isn't it weird how every rock song is now, like every rock song we grew up with is now a commercial?
Yeah.
Like all those guys who said they'd never sell out, sold out.
I blame Artie.
By the way, this is going to affect my ad campaign that I had all wrapped up.
Is your endorsement?
Yeah.
Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel Live is weeknights at 12:05 on ABC. Jimmy joins us this morning,
Yeah.
and we got to take a break. And I mean, I got so much tape,
Artie,
including
that is stellar tape, though.
yeah.
Stellar.
Congratulations.
That really,
Yeah.
you know what? That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Artie gone wild.
You are one hell of an actor.
No, yeah, that was all acting, by the way.
All right, you know what?
I'm all for the broad movement.
My youngest is at the age where she's just embarrassed.
She'll become empowered soon.
Yeah.
Start writing papers.
Yeah, papers.
I never wrote a paper in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not really.
You didn't go to college.
I did. I didn't go to college. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I barely got out of high school.
I had to write a bunch of papers in college. I did it. I was all right at it.
Really?
Yeah.
I wrote one book report, I remember. Like, I did it 4 times in, like, 8 years. The Hank Aaron story.
And you were interested in that stuff.
Yeah. I got to admit, I did that in high school, too. Every year I wrote the same book report.
Really?
On the same book. The teachers never check what you read the previous year.
Yeah.
Artie went to college for 2 weeks.
He did?
Yeah.
He actually went?
Yeah, he signed up and got in.
I went to a county, Union County College, but it wasn't a good college because I had a locker.
Oh, wow.
You know what? That's when you know a college is bad.
It's not college.
Here's your locker. Wait a second.
You had a locker?
I had a locker in high school.
I played 9-ball in the game room for like 2 months, and then I quit.
The best thing about college is I could smoke cigarettes in the classes. That was way cool.
Yeah.
I chain smoked.
Yeah, that was so adult.
Yeah, I chain smoked. I was a chain smoker. I smoked 4 packs a day.
4 packs?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I love smoking. Now I'm vehemently against it, but I did love it.
4 packs. That's serious stuff, man.
I had an ashtray. I wouldn't even have to get the ashtray. I love the smell of it.
Heck.
Yeah.
All the butts and the ashes just hanging there?
Like if I met you in college and dragged you up to my room,
It would just be a den of smoke.
One big den of smoke, pot, and bad wine. I'd leap from mulch. Bottles of it.
Sounds so inviting.
For any of you little hoes I could get up there.
Right.
Of course, no little hoes want to be with me, but...
Maybe if you'd clean them. Things would have been different.
Yeah. I should have cleaned my room.
Yeah, guys were disgusting in college.
Not Dr. Lou. He was my roommate. He was real clean. He hated my filthiness and dirt. He would yell at me.
Well, see, you can see the happening dude wanted it clean.
Yeah, he's a happening guy. He's a doctor. Doctors know about that stuff. Now I'm different. Now I like clean.
Right. You know, it attracts girls.
Mm-hmm. Hell, all that dirt attracts bugs.
Right. Yeah, it can get kind of gross.
You were trying to attract something.
Yeah.
You got bugs.
Yeah. Caught out on cocaine while in Hollywood. Oh, this isn't the letter. Casey, this isn't the letter.
Why don't they know what letter it is?
I should have it. There's a different letter that just talks about...
It's a lot of Artie letters.
Yeah.
Artie, you touched a lot of people.
Appreciate the caring.
Let me see.
Appreciate it.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is the letter.
All right.
All right. Because of Artie's story, I went to the Karen Foundation, which is where I guess Artie went. Artie mentioned...
No, I didn't go to the Karen Foundation.
You didn't?
I went somewhere, but that's not where I went.
Well, I guess this person enrolled in the Karen Foundation.
Whatever that is.
However, I cannot understand, Artie, how you could go through that 28-day program and still be so heavily using. Were you listening to all the lectures that Turk gave? What about Big Mike? And Howard, as a cocaine addict, let me tell you that if he is still drinking and gambling, there is no way in hell he is still not using cocaine.
Really?
It makes me really jealous that he was able to be relatively successful in the midst of all that craziness. I left Karen Foundation 7 months ago and haven't picked up a drink or any coke since. If you are really an addict, you simply can't put one or the other down. It will catch up with Artie and will affect the show. Can you drug test him? I'm a huge fan, but as someone whose life was nearly ruined with drugs and booze, I wish the show wouldn't glamorize addiction quite so much. Artie is going down unless he tries to get recovery. There is no way this story of his won't end tragically. That's all I'm saying about that. Take care. Love to all.
Artie, can we drug test you?
Thank you, now that my mother's crying.
Yeah.
And every executive that might hire me in L.A. is driving to work listening.
Let us drug test you.
Go ahead, drug test me. You want to drug test me? Go ahead.
I can see that.
June 14th will be 5 years without coke.
All right.
So far, I can see that you're reading of that being used during the E! True Hollywood story.
Yes,
Yeah, I would just-
Artie's life.
Actually, I wouldn't want to know Artie if he didn't drink.
But what? Can we drug test him?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
All right, we'll drug test you.
I'm peeing a cup right now.
But you know, Howard, cocaine gets out of your system faster than any other drug.
Well,
As far as the urine test.
Yeah, thanks, Shuli. You're closer to getting this job now, you punk. It's the last time I'm nice to you, you little creep.
Howard, I have a picture of Artie from the Vegas show that I could email to you guys. He's talking to Brian, the cameraman. I swear to God, I don't know who he's looking at, but he's not looking at Brian. He's so trash.
we have better pictures. We have Artie at 2 o'clock in the morning eating pizza, and it looks like he's orgasming.
You want to see a face.
He's drunk on Jack Daniels, and he's got the pizza going into his mouth, and he's smiling.
Happy man.
Artie, you got to admit that's a disturbing picture.
What's disturbing about it? I'm having a slice of pizza.
Yeah, but look at the face. I think when you're orgasming, you don't look that happy.
I don't have a picture of that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
try to
fine.
Tell him in the lecture, Howard.
I told you. I told him about steroids. I told him about, I told him the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, hey, thanks, Shirley.
Do you think he listened?
No.
No.
So is Artie out of the contest?
Yeah, Artie, you're out of the contest, right? I'll leave it up to Artie.
Well, I'm out of show business now. I might as well drop out of the contest.
Oh, listen to you being a downer.
What a downer. I'm a downer?
It's all right. So you don't do cocaine. We know.
That's right. I hope you do.
I do know.
I couldn't be functioning like this if I did cocaine.
Oh, stop.
There's no way you could. It's impossible.
Artie, are you still in the contest?
That's the question.
I think you're out, right?
I'm in.
You gave up, right?
I did not give up.
What'd you eat yesterday while you were sick?
Be honest.
Right next to the doctor's office, there was a diner.
See.
Which is the truth.
Right, go ahead. You might as well confess.
You know, Artie, I gotta tell you something. There's always a diner somewhere.
Right. Especially in Jersey. So, and then after the doctor's appointment, he gave me a shot. I hadn't eaten all day, and I went over there, and I had an omelet and sausage.
Like not even egg white omelet.
It was an omelet.
All right. Omelet.
Any bread?
Yeah, I had rye toast.
You had rye toast and what on the toast?
Nothing on it.
Butter?
No.
A smear.
I had a little jelly on it.
I knew it.
Chocolate milk or not Diet Coke?
Well, during the whole breakfast, I had a coffee.
Right.
But then at the very end, I got a chocolate milk.
All right, so you had an egg omelet with sausage.
Right.
And those sausage are like, they might as well just deep fry them.
Yeah, right.
An order of sausage.
An order of sausage. All right, one order.
Right. And then
Rye toast with jelly.
Can I jump in? Is the order of sausage different than a side of sausage? It's more sausage, a whole order, right?
Yeah, whatever.
it's 2 pieces of sausage.
Sure. Rye toast with jelly.
Right.
Coffee.
Right.
And then
I was sick, though.
Yeah, chocolate milk for dessert. I thought you're not sick.
I had a chocolate milk.
You're not
I was
sick.
sick yesterday.
All right, now that's lunch. Or that's the after.
Was that breakfast?
That was about after I got up and went to the doctor about 11:30.
All right, so what happens for dinner?
What happened for lunch? I don't think he didn't have lunch.
Yeah, he ate 3 squares.
No, I didn't eat lunch because I went to bed early. At about 5 o'clock, I got a turkey and Swiss on rye. And
No dressing on that?
no, but I had coleslaw.
Put it on the sandwich? That's
No,
No, he just
I
ate that
doing
on the side.
I do like that.
Yeah.
And then I had a black and white cookie.
So do you really want to be in this thing? It's gonna, you know what? And also, when you go to the gym, you end up working out hard and you blow yourself out. Just drop out. Admit defeat. Admit it.
Give me one more week. Give me one more week.
No.
All right, he wants to gain
All right,
2 more
one more
pounds.
week.
One more week.
If you take one more
The
week.
thing is, I'm not going to be on the show next week because I'm off for work. I have
Right.
other work that I'm doing,
Right.
and I'll be back Thursday.
Wait a second. You'll be doing a movie next week, right? So you'll be at the craft services table?
No. It's hard not to eat when you're doing that, but that's not what I'm doing.
Like I did a movie and there was a lot of
all
good
I do
food there, but I ignored
You
it.
have willpower. You have a lot. You have more willpower than the average person when it comes to that right now. Would you admit that?
Right.
But I keep thinking about that letter. Every time Artie says, but that's not what I'm going to be doing, the letter says what you say you're going to do and what you can actually do are 2 different things.
Yeah. Like you go, I'm going to go on a diet next week, and then you're going to be at the craft services table eating black and white cookies.
Besides all that crap, what have I ever told anybody here that I could do that I was not able to do?
You said that you would never drink during a work week, and you drink.
All right, John, you know what? If you want to start messing around with people's livelihoods, John, you want to start getting honest about stuff, I'll do it. But I'll have to leave the show.
What? What?
I mean, you're messing around with what I do for a living, man. Coming and saying stuff like that.
What's he talking about?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I mean, people hear this show, and it's a powerful show. So, just calm down.
You asked, what did I ever say I wouldn't do that I did? And he just said, you would never drink during the week, and you took a drink.
Thanks for pointing that out, man.
Yeah, all right.
I thought that we all pointed that out.
Oh, dear.
We should weigh him now and see.
Artie's down and out.
I think he's upset.
Artie, everyone knows you're not a drug addict anymore.
I'm not down and out.
A little fun
I'm
here.
not down and out.
Artie, you're a complete professional. You've shown up every day for work on time, and you do it even during the World Trade Center disaster.
He never missed a day, and he
There's a boat over here.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Nobody thinks you can't
You
work.
show up every day. What are you talking about?
All right.
You're a Dean Martin.
You're Dean Martin. What's wrong with that?
My mother's crying right now.
You like to drink and you like to eat. It's
Your
not
mother.
a secret. We don't think you're on any drugs. You like to drink and you like to eat.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you hiding that fact that you like to eat and drink?
No,
I mean, so
Is that a
there.
secret?
Who's more honest about what happens to them than me? I
So
am.
what are you worried about?
Well, just letters like that is,
Oh, come on, it's funny.
That's one guy, Artie.
creepy guys like Shuley who probably wants this job calling up, oh, good picture, oh, yeah, that's good. The only pictures you'll ever be in, Shuley, are the pictures we took that night.
Sounds like you and John, though, are having a falling out, huh?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. All I said was, but you said that you never drink during the week. That's all. That's the only thing.
You said, name one thing that name one thing that I say I'm going to do and I don't do. He said, drink during the week. And you go, I hate you.
I gotta say, the big thing is,
Funny.
I'm leaving the show.
I like the way he runs in with that little evil laugh of his.
well, welcome to the show, Artie.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying, if you
I'm
want to start
shocked,
being,
'cause I love Artie.
being honest,
I
we'll
can't-
start being honest.
Right, then be honest about him.
I'm wondering what's the big thing you're holding back?
There's nothing I'm holding back.
I don't think that's what he meant.
My function on this show is not to snitch on people. I'm
Why not?
do
What did
something-
John do?
What did John do?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, John, you must have done something.
I don't know what it is.
What are you
but,
doing?
Artie's got something on you.
Hasn't done anything. Believe me, he's done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
Please snitch.
Look, I try to be a nice guy. If people ask me my opinions on stuff, and I'm always a nice guy, you know? And I'm not paid to trash people on this show. I'm paid to hang out and do whatever, you know?
Wow, what's he talking about, Howard?
Something's up. I'm just listening.
Nothing's up. Nothing's up. Believe me, nothing's up.
Oh, my goodness.
Nothing is up. Because you know what's funny? You know what's great about this show? Yesterday, sitting in bed sick, I listened, and I forgot how great it was to listen to the Howard Stern show. I loved it. I really did. I was like a fan again. And, you know, John comes in here with his things about people, and it's unbelievably entertaining. And I got to hand it to John. It's great for the show, but when you're involved here, sometimes it could be a little hurtful, a little bit of a pain in the ass.
What did I do? I texted one thing, though.
You asked the question. What do I do?
Yes.
It was a rhetorical question.
The guy in the letter says you will never be able to follow through on what you say you're going to do. And you go, I always follow through. Name one thing. And he goes, drinking during the week.
And you know what the funny thing is Artie's right. I've said this many times. John could be unbelievably evil and everything else, but in this particular instance, he really
so
wasn't.
harmless.
You want Jessica Hahn to stick up for you?
There we go.
She's on the
Now
phone.
you got
I
the
need some
defense.
sort of representation.
Jessica, go ahead and say what you have to say.
Listen, first of all, that is a big deal with that lady said in the letter. You, Howard, I've heard say, if I can't drink, I'm not going to do it. You're so thin, and you're drinking to talk to Tom. And if anybody's going to worry about anybody, they should worry about you. You've suddenly taken up drinking. Artie doing...
I drink once a week. I have a glass
and
of
Artie,
wine.
whatever he said once in a while. Why are you all ganging up?
I'm not ganging up on Artie. I wouldn't hire Artie if Artie was out of control.
Talking.
Yeah, but
Artie's
you guys
very
read
disciplined when it
letter,
comes to
and
this
then
show.
Nothing. That's a heavy...
I don't have a problem with Artie. Artie works on this show because he
I
is
was
responsible.
concerned that Artie was getting upset. We're just joking
You're
around
concerned
here.
about what the lady says in the letter.
No, we're not. Jessica,
We're goofing.
Thank you, Jessica.
pull yourself
Gary, I
together.
mean, Howard, you always dismiss me and when I have something right to say.
All right, you're right. I'm wrong.
Now everybody's defensive.
Now everybody's mad.
No,
Hey, listen.
you're just always acting like cocky lately.
Well, that's it. I'm cocky.
Here we go. Are you going to go off again and say how it's
No.
changed?
Yeah,
But I
she
just-
does that every once in a while. She goes, I've changed.
Yeah.
Well, you do. You
Well,
do.
so people change.
Of course you do. But it's just all of you are on top of this guy. And he loves his job.
Do you want to get on top of this guy?
I love Artie.
All right, thanks,
We all
Jessica.
love Artie.
Thank you, Jessica.
All right, you're right.
I love all you guys. It's great working here. It's just that when you hear letters like that, it's a... I mean, I'll
we
pee in a
can't
cup
control
every
people
day if you want me
driving.
to.
No one thinks you're on coke.
You're not going to get silent all
But
the
I'm not silent all show. But if I pee in a cup every day, will that satisfy? Every day. I'll-
Stop it.
Who thinks you're on coke?
Evidently, that letter...
He's reacting like he is, you know.
Stop it already.
You're very defensive.
No, believe me. If I was on coke, I would not be willing to pee in a
What
cup.
are you screaming about over there?
You want,
It just upsets my mom when she hears stuff like that.
you want to call her?
Yeah,
I'd
we
like
can
to talk to
straighten her
Artie's
up.
mom, actually.
Why?
Because I just think she sounds pretty cool. I want to hear how she decorated the apartment. Did she bring him a tray of stuff yesterday while he was
Isn't it
sick?
funny how like Artie's like this wild, out of control guy,
got him
but he's worried about his mom? That's the same as Kinnison.
Yeah.
Kinnison was on coke. He was completely out of control. He was banging. He'd come on the air and talk about it, and then I turn to him privately and I go, Sam, I'm going to go get an earring. I know you want one. You want to come with me? And he'll go, oh no, my mom will kill me.
Yeah, she didn't care about the coke, apparently.
And I'm like, I mean, you're on coke, and he goes,
Heroin, whatever.
he goes, I don't know, Mom hates earrings, and I don't want to piss her off.
My mother is a great woman, and she's been through a lot of crap, and I just, she thinks she's out of it now, and I want to make sure she knows she's out of it. That's all. Between me and my old man, she's been through a lot of crap.
Artie was saying last week that he put his mom through a lot when he went through his problems, and he feels bad about it.
My father
He
did
does.
too. My father was, a great guy, but a little bit of a maniac, and he got a tough break, and my mother gets all the brunt of it. So,
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
What? Wow. I'm just saying, wow. You read two letters that are like basically telling me,
So they're guys with issues who are reading into your life.
You know who's got it tough? Charles Manson's mother.
Right.
That's tough. Tell your
Yeah, I
mother
don't
calm
think
down.
she could take it.
Tell your mother she's got it damn good living over there in Jersey.
She never claimed she had it tough. I think she did.
Don't worry about her. She'll survive.
She'll bounce back.
Stop worrying about your mom.
And every
Now-
day you prove that she has nothing to worry about. Leave it alone.
Here's a guy who says, my new sunglasses look like a bug now with my new glasses. Everyone tells me my new glasses are nice.
Except this guy.
Except
Are you
this
going to
guy.
change him now?
Yeah, because this guy doesn't like them.
Can we see the shot of me eating pizza again?
He wants to remember being happy.
For happier days. Oh, my God.
Here's a listener. Artie will love this letter. You replaced a drunken funny man with a degenerate gambler. Who could ask for more?
Everybody's got opinions. Not own.
Here's a guy who says, Howard, you're talking the other night about crying in your sleep, which was shocking. He says, no wonder you cry in your sleep. You spend your days watching clowns getting gang raped by hillbillies. I'd be crying in my sleep, too. Watch Disney or something, for Christ's sakes. The guy's right.
Yeah, you had just seen that clown movie.
In fact, I understand that clown movie where the guy gets raped is showing in a theater somewhere. I was going to plug it just so people could go see it.
Is it already open?
It's going to go to the Angelica, which is a prestigious theater in this town.
Yeah, when is that open?
Hold on, you got to write.
Where do I have that?
Because now everybody can cry in their sleep.
Says, hey, you know what? You know that movie Howard's been yakking about all week with the clown rape? Well, I just found out it's opening next Friday, April 26th. That's this Friday, actually, isn't it?
No, next Friday.
Okay. It's going to be at the Angelica Film Center, which is at 18 West Houston Street in New York.
Yeah, beautiful theater.
On the big screen. You should do something with your listeners, like make a cut how far they can get through the movie before they have to bail out. I'll do it. I have to see this movie now because of all the stuff you said about it. All I'm telling you is the movie's horrible.
But wait, let me ask you a question.
Wait, but you watched a lot of the
No, here's what happened. No. I don't want to mislead you if you go to see it.
All right, because you kept saying, I watched it until this point.
I had it on videotape.
Yes.
I started watching the beginning where the clown is a nice guy and he's doing good deeds. All right? But he's disturbing looking. He's fat and he's just an ugly clown. He's just like every evil clown.
All right.
But he's a good guy.
Yes.
So then I couldn't take it. It was so boring. He goes to a diner. He meets with his friends.
Did you fast forward?
I fast forward right to the clown rape.
Right.
Oh, you knew there was a clown rape?
Yeah, Gary told me.
I gave him the tape and I said, listen.
So then all of a sudden the guy is low on money and he's complaining to everyone. He can't make money as a clown. And he goes over to this bachelor party, he thinks.
He puts an ad in the paper.
He walks in and the hillbilly, who's the dad, and his two retarded sons, smack him over the head with a bottle.
Drag him in.
Rip his clothes off.
As soon as he gets to the door, they bonk him over the
Now
head.
he's this big, fat, naked guy in a clown mask.
Is he completely naked?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, except for fishnets.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah, they put him in fishnets. Then the hillbilly dad picks him up. The guy's all drugged and out of it. His blood coming out of his head.
Oh.
And he dances with him, slow dances with him. While the two retarded brothers are screaming, hey, Dad said we'd get to be with the clown.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hine and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, the guys gave me a little bit of a hard time about my drinking and the fact that I caught gout, and they blamed it on the drinking. And, you know, drinking's something I like. Gary likes the New York Mets. Howard likes chess. Robin likes coffee in her ass. And Fred likes music. And Artie likes, you know, the Yankees. I like drinking. It's a thing I like. I'm sorry, you know. I'm sorry. But check it out.
I guess Richard is battling the gout, and do you think he'll curtail his drinking? I know he couldn't do it over the weekend, but is he just going to start drinking again, and whatever happens, happens?
As soon as he feels better, he'll start drinking again, even though he did say that it was one of the most painful things he ever dealt with. But it probably wouldn't kill him to stop drinking. I'm not being a dick about this. He's getting a little doughy. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
And I think, and again, you know, sometimes drinking makes all the difference in the world.
Well, today, Howard asked Rich how old he was, and he said he was 35, and someone was like, Richard's only 35? I mean, do you think he looks older than almost anybody here?
Listen, I don't want to insult the guy, but he's starting to get a little bit of, like I guess he's getting that puffy look and that tired look.
Yeah, I was following the doughy thing. I figured we were down the insult for it already.
No, I mean, he sometimes comes across, I would have thought he was older. I would have thought he was closer to 40.
Yeah, I thought Sal, who is...
The receding hairline's no help.
I mean, Sal is 5 years older than Richard. And Richard, have people told you that you're looking doughy lately or older than your age?
Only the last 5.5 years that I've worked here.
No, you had gotten, I can't remember, but sometime when we first got here, you had gotten in really good physical shape. I remember you were wearing...
I was never in great shape.
Well, you had gotten thinner. I remember you were wearing sort of cool jeans.
I had strep throat. That's how I got down to 190 when I had strep throat.
And so what are you right now?
Like 210, somewhere around there.
And I know you say everything is more fun when you drink, and we get that. But if a doctor's telling you this drinking is really doing physical damage to your body, that doesn't make you want to stop?
No, not really.
Because you only live once? Like, what are you thinking?
It's so much fun to drink that until it's something where, you know, like my liver's going to fall off or something, then I'm not going to stop.
But you probably don't completely believe it yet. Like, if you started to believe, like, if I drink this week, you know, I'm going to have an attack for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll stop.
If it was something much more serious, then maybe I would stop. But so far, as long as I get it under control, they're not saying you have to stop.
But there might be a point. You might start to do so much damage, you might do permanent damage.
Yeah, but I'm drinking. I mean, as much as I drink, I'm drinking less than I used to.
But I saw the look on your face. You came to me the day after you went to the podiatrist, and you said that was the most painful thing that you ever dealt with.
The shot in my foot was very painful.
So would you want to go through that again?
if it means going out and drinking and having fun, then, it was only a minute of pain, so.
You said you considered moving to pot, but, why wouldn't you do that? If you just enjoy being a little high?
I don't like pot. Plus, it's illegal. I feel very weird about it.
Yeah, he's spoken before about that. Pot just doesn't do it for you. Drinking definitely
It's probably
does.
half the shit you and Sal have done in the studio is probably illegal.
I know, but we get paid for that. I don't get paid to smoke pot.
Is it illegal to drop your balls in another guy's eyes?
No, I'll have to check with the law on that one.
But something as serious as the gout, I mean, that's nothing to laugh about, And you're saying you'll be willing to go to the doctor and get the shot and keep going back as long as you can drink.
But a lot of it was, and the doctor even said, the food I was eating at the time. I ate, several cheesesteaks and the whole week of, actually a few weeks leading up to Thanksgiving, I was just not eating good.
Hey, Gary, you said something that was actually, to me, made me more nervous for Richard than the gout, which is that he's on blood pressure and cholesterol medication also?
I don't know.
I mean, 35 years old. You said, I thought somebody said that.
I didn't say that.
I can't say cholesterol.
Yeah.
That did come up on the air
You're
today.
35, dude. You're on those two meds on top of the gout and the drinking?
Well, look who's talking. You're on heavier meds than me.
I'm on Lexapro, and I just got a physical, and I'm not on high blood pressure medication or cholesterol. And I'm just saying that because, dude, I mean, that's kind of, you're 35 years old.
But you guys keep saying 35, that he's already outlived the Kansas life expectancy by 5 years. So.
But see, that's where it doesn't make sense. Like you, I would totally expect would be on cholesterol and blood pressure medication.
You're on blood pressure medicine too?
Yeah.
That is pretty
And
serious.
I can do freaking 200 push-ups in, 10 minutes.
I have a family history of high blood pressure, too, because it's actually something I worry about. And
well, I have a history of
lucky,
cholesterol.
But see, that's where you lull yourself into a false sense of security. Just because you can do 200 push-ups doesn't mean that you're not affecting your body by drinking too much or eating the wrong foods. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They can be... I mean, eventually it's all going to catch up, and there'll become a point where if you eat and drink like that, you won't be able to do 200 push-ups. But just because you can do push-ups doesn't mean that you're not fucking with your body.
But look at this, and I hate to throw John under the bus, but I'm going to. John eats like the crappiest fast food.
Occasionally.
Every day.
That's not true.
John's a walking heart attack.
Look, I think we're all hypocrites in here, don't get me wrong, but, I've got diabetes. I shouldn't be eating McDonald's, which I had yesterday,
Or
for
Wendy.
example.
You love Wendy.
I don't do Wendy's a lot anymore. Chipotle's not bad.
But John eats a lot of
I get
this.
chicken, lettuce, and tomato. I mean, how is that bad?
Or
the sour cream and the guacamole.
All right, I'm not the best eater. But that being said, how long have you been on the blood pressure and cholesterol medication?
Cholesterol for a year or two, blood pressure for a couple months.
Has it made a big difference?
Oh, the cholesterol, definitely. I take Lipitor, and I take these fish oil pills, and they help. My cholesterol's fine now. She's kind of weaning me off. I take a very small amount of Lipitor now. And the blood pressure I'm taking, it's a small amount to try and help, but
and she encourages you to drink as much as possible with the Lipitor to be effective.
No, I actually never drink. I never drink when I'm taking that. I'll take the Lipitor and the blood pressure in the morning, and if I know I'm going to drink a ton, I'll maybe not take them that day.
It's like my grandfather. You used to when you first got hired here, you used to have a policy. You only drank on the weekends. You never drank during the week.
And I'm back to that.
Now, so you fell off that wagon, and now you're back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
had that policy for 25 years, and I've almost never broken it.
Really? Yeah, I know. Howard said you guys were out at dinner and you didn't drink one
never
time
have. I never have a drink. I call it a school night. That's like what I call it. I can't drink. In other words, having one drink doesn't do anything for me. I want to have 2 or 3, and I can't have 2 or 3 drinks, and then it's just going to make me tired the next day.
Are you completely honest with your doctor about how much you drink and everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, why? You should be, because it's not going to help me if I'm lying to my doctor. I don't want to destroy my body.
Do you guys know of people who have done that, like gone to the doctor and not been fully forthcoming about what's wrong with them? I see you shaking your head, Jace.
No, I'm very honest with my doctor.
Yeah, I pretty much tell my doctor everything.
Yeah, I take Richard's thing. It's like, look, I'm already wasting my day being there. I might as well just get all that on the table now.
And do you talk about the weed stuff too?
I talk about the weed, yes.
Yeah. The grass.
The grass. Yeah. Actually,
Mary Jane.
Anytime, not that I smoke weed, but if I'm given medication for something, I always ask like if I smoked weed, like would this counteract? And they all say no. Weed's like the healthiest thing for you. I don't know how that happens, but no, they don't.
Healthy for you?
They don't actually say that, but in my dreams they do. So when does the weekend start for you? Is that Thursday night or Friday night?
Friday. I try not to even drink on Thursday nights too. Well, we have to work on Fridays too, so
yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but I'm
it's kind of the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. And I used to, when I was an electrician and in a band, after band practice every night, we'd have some beers. I drink about a 6-pack a night, so I'm doing much better than I used to. But I'm not going to stop, drinking on the weekends. I love brunch. I love day drinking.
So it sounds like the only thing that's going to get you to stop would be if your liver failed or something more drastic than what you. But do you think you'd be able to at that point?
I definitely would. Oh yeah. I mean, I had no trouble stopping this week at all. And if the doctor even told me, 2 or 3 weeks I needed to stop, I would. But I'm I'm going to wait and just kind of see what happens. So far, I've had my liver tested and everything's fine.
So when Robin and Howard are giving you, and this is to everyone, the advice on what to do you take it seriously? Do you consider it, or do you just listen and then when that's over, you just do what you're going to do?
I do take it to heart, and sometimes they're in the back of my head when I'm out drinking, I think of what the stuff they say, but they live such different lifestyles than me. Like Robin, I would never get coffee in my ass and stuff, but I would never tell her not to do it. To me, that doesn't seem right, It just doesn't seem...
It's against God's will.
Yeah, like, cavemen weren't shoving coffee in their asses and stuff.
They also lifted her 27.
But I different strokes for different folks. I appreciate their concern. I definitely take to heart that they're concerned for me, but... that's just kind of my lifestyle. I know people that drink a lot more than I do, but if that's what they enjoy doing, I'm not going to tell them not to do it.
Do you know functional people that drink more than you? Like people that get up and go work?
Yeah.
That drink more than you?
Jeff the Drunk had a hand stamping job for a long time. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to say, but there's people even that work here that drink more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
John?
Well, do I drink that much?
Yeah.
No. But as I said before, we all have our issues.
Yeah, like John, like I was thinking, if you got a blister on your thumb from working your TV remote, and you're told to stop watching TV for a week, as soon as that blister heals, you're going to start watching TV again.
Well, I would work around the remote somehow. I would figure out a way to get it done. So
it's something that you enjoy, even if TV, like if they came out and said it's bad for your eyes, that's not going to stop you.
If I knew that watching TV would blind me, yeah, I would probably.
Why do you think you stopped jerking off?
If you developed, all right, John, if you had developed gout watching TV,
yes,
would you stop watching TV?
Yes,
okay.
I would. I would.
Hey, it's Gary Delabate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we were talking about Kim and Khloe Kardashian, how they were on the show that morning. I was not looking forward to having them in. I thought they were sort of spoiled brats, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out that they were interesting and pretty hot-looking in person. Here's how it went.
You tell me the Kardashians are coming on the Howard Stern show. What did you expect, and then how do you think it turned out?
So, I know who they are. I've never watched a show. I was shocked to hear this is the 4th season they're starting.
Yes.
So I was shocked. I would have thought it had been on for one season. I read about them a lot in the tabloids and stuff. I expected to, I'll be very upfront, I expected not to like them. I thought that they were more likable than I thought that they would be. I thought they came across as more human. I sort of looked at them more as the Paris Hilton. I know a lot of people out there listening go, no, they're the same as Paris Hilton. But Paris Hilton has like an edge of she just seems to really not care about people. Now, I don't know her. I've never met her. But she just seems very.
She comes off that way to you.
Yeah, she just comes off. And these girls were like, yes, they're definitely children of privilege. They're definitely very wealthy, but they don't rub it in your face. It's just the life that they, that's just who they are. And I thought that they were pretty okay.
There was also a good contrast there because Kim, although she's known for the sex tape and a lot of stuff that she does, didn't want to talk about a lot. And Khloe, there's nothing that she wouldn't.
Yeah,
talk
Khloe was ready to talk about anything.
And had you seen them before? I knew of them. I've seen pictures, I guess, but Kim in particular, I think, is pretty striking.
And she looks pretty good. She looks better than she does when I've seen her in print because I guess she's lost some weight. But yeah, I didn't know. It got to the point where I don't know that Howard knows which one is which. So you put up a note. It's Kim and Khloe Kardashian. And I had to almost double check in my head to make sure I put Kim in the right spot. But Kim, I think, is very recognizable. Like, I would not have recognized Khloe Kardashian in the hallway. I would have recognized Kim.
And Khloe's much taller than Kim is, but when they're sitting on the couch, that doesn't really help you all that much. But they did talk about a bunch of different things. One of the main ones being their fondness for black guys. And I think Khloe said she's only been with black guys.
Right. I thought one of the parts of the interview that made me not only laugh really hard, but made me like them was when Artie started doing his really bad black accent, and they laughed. Like they just got a kick out of it. They recognized it for the stupidity that it was. But Artie's like, hello there, where's the vacuum cleaner? And they just, I found it cool that they thought that was funny.
And they talked about growing up, and they did grow up privileged. But having Uncle OJ around and with Nicole, and I mean, what a conflict to grow up with. And then we all know what happened with their dad, their mom leaving, but. Yeah, having Uncle OJ, I thought was pretty interesting.
Well, but you got to look at that a little deeper too. I mean, you could say, "Oh, what a tough life to have Uncle OJ," but they really were in the middle of this high-profile trial where their mother was very good friends with a woman who was murdered. Their father was representing the person that everybody thinks murdered their mother's best friend, and they're going to one house and hearing one set of things. And okay, it's not the same as poverty and looking for your next meal, but it does mess with the kid's head.
And Benji, didn't they say they were with Nicole the week before it happened?
Yeah.
Or with
they
OJ?
said they went on some trip or something?
Yeah.
Something. Yeah, they said definitely with Nicole. Yeah, Cabo or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how traumatic must that be, considering what that event, turned out to be on the nation's consciousness.
How long did their dad die?
He died in 2003, I think somebody said.
Yeah, so they lost him pretty early, too. That's tough.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about their fame because some people don't understand it, some people are envious of it, some people begrudge it, and others think it's deserved. Now, I know a little bit about what they do. They're in fashion. There's a lot of we just show up at parties and look pretty and get paid for it and get paid for hanging out. When she said she got paid $40,000 to go to a party, I'm like, I don't understand the appeal, though, of watching their show. I watch a ton of television. I don't get it. But, Gary, you had an interesting explanation.
Well, I think it's a generational thing, and I agree with you. I don't get it. I don't understand why they're famous. But a 48-year-old man, well, I understand why some 48-year-old men like them. But, no, I'm a 48-year-old man. It's sort of not my thing. I think they appeal to younger people, much younger than us, especially to women. And John and I were talking in the office, and I was trying to make the analogy, and I said something like, well, I bet you when we were 21 and MTV first came out, 48-year-olds go, well, I don't know what that is. And John said, well, yeah, but at least they can see they may not like MTV, but they can at least see that there's some talent there. What is the Kardashians' talent?
Yeah, that's my argument. I mean, there's a discernible talent, I think, with MTV. They may be talented for all I know. I'm just speculating. The Kardashians I'm talking about now. But it seems to me they're famous for being famous, which is empty.
Well, but here's the thing. There are so many people who are famous for being famous. Like, who are the John and Kate, the Goslings? Like, who the hell are they? Who's anybody on Survivor? Who's anybody on Amazing Race? Who's even on American Idol? At least you have to be able to sing. Who are the Gastineau girls? Who are any of these people? Who is what's up? The Real Housewives. What's his name's daughter? John Gotti's daughter. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. They're not the only ones. Well, that's the most popular one.
Well, that's what reality television has become and what it is. And with John and Kate plus 8, I could say, well, yeah, 2 parents taking care of 8 kids. I guess it's a voyeuristic kind of look at them, but that doesn't make them celebrities. They're just living their lives. But it seems, again, in pop culture today, just living your life is enough to be a celebrity.
Yeah, but isn't that true with most famous? Do you really think most famous sitcom actors, or like when the years of the 90210, are they real talented actors, actresses, or does it happen to be there's something charismatic about them and they're on a hit show?
I think it's a combination of both. I think they absolutely are charismatic, but they're portraying a role on a scripted show and they're acting. In quote-unquote reality shows, they're not supposed to be acting. Right. They're supposed to be living their lives.
What John's saying is you could make the argument, and on 90210 it's a thin argument, that these are people who are trained actors and that is their talent. We're saying what is Kim and Khloe's talent?
They're hot and they're popular. That's their talent.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
Well, one of them is hot and they're both popular. One of them is hot and one of them is okay.
And it seemed that, we talked about Paris Hilton, or Howard talked about Paris Hilton, and if there's any envy between her and Kim, and I guess there is, but Paris Hilton came on the scene. I mean, let's face it, that sex tape is what brought her into the public consciousness and boosted her career. Right. With Kim, there was a sex tape as well, and that seems to be the pattern to fame with some of these people.
It's not. Listen, Paris was allegedly mortified about the sex tape. Her family was upset. Who knows what the truth is, but Kim didn't seem to be mortified about it. It came out, she got the money that she got. She wished it wasn't there. But,
yeah, she didn't want to talk about it.
But she wasn't mortified by it. I mean, it just seems like having a sex tape isn't the worst thing in the world anymore. It was at one point. Now it's just not that bad a thing.
It's not even that it may not be the worst thing. It's what can make you in show business.
Well, we could never know the answer, but what would be really interesting if we could know the decision. If an angel could say to her, "Look, the tape comes out and you have all this, or it never comes out and you don't have any of this." And, what would her choice be?
My favorite, by the way, is I love it when somebody puts out a sex tape or a sex tape gets out, and you pretty much know that they put it out, and nobody gives a shit. And my favorite one is there was a chick that was on Survivor one year. It was her and her husband. First of all, I think her name was Jenna. It was her and her husband. It was fairly obvious that they are the ones who let the sex tape out, because where else would anybody have gotten it from? And it was sort of like 2 boring people having sex, and nobody cared.
Well, don't you also love when the lighting is really good and the angles are right?
Well, that's my favorite one for that. Yeah. The Joey Buttafuoco, where he got screwed over because he went to go sleep at his friend, the porn director's house, and the 12-camera angle, well-lit porn of him and his wife was such bullshit.
Well, I'll give the Kardashian girls credit, though. When they were in the studio, they did have a good sense of humor. They did roll with stuff. They didn't back down from really any question. And if Kim did, Khloe immediately jumped on her for it, and that made it entertaining. Tommy in Massachusetts, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, is this John Hine, the blowjob king of Michigan State?
I didn't go to Michigan State. But
I know, dude. I know. I'm goofing on Sal. I think they were excellent guests. They surprised me, definitely. I'm a big fan of Kim Kardashian. I think she's gorgeous. One of the most beautiful women in the world. Yeah. Was she as gorgeous in person?
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, she totally pulled it off, no doubt.
Her face is just...
It's an exotic look if you like that, but it's just stunning.
And what did you think of her ass? I'm asking you, Ben.
Her ass?
Yeah.
I saw it more. It was great. It was hot. I mean, she's a hot, curvy hourglass. I love it. They're both hourglass. The other one can lose a little bit more weight, but I saw her this summer. I just ran into her. She was slimmer, and she when she loses weight, she's hot too.
Gary,
but not. The sister is stunning, and I haven't seen her. The older sister, people are saying is stunning too. Courtney.
Yeah. Courtney's about to give birth any day, I believe.
She's pregnant in the ads.
In the ass?
No, the ads.
Okay.
Tommy, what's up? You have a question for me?
Yeah, I heard that there were representatives from Dancing with the Stars, and so you think you can dance there today? They're having a bidding war over Artie?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
I love you guys. You're the best.
All right, thank you, Tommy.
I love when you just buy into somebody's bad joke instead of exposing it.
Well, Kim did talk about Dancing with the Stars, and she did not do well on that show. But the more insightful thing was she said her mother made that decision. She was going on that show, and Kim just, I guess, followed right along.
Right, she could have said, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it is a weird relationship with, forget about your mother, any manager to sign you up for something without having a discussion with you, that's a weird thing.
And Kim has always said she can't dance. She's not even a good dancer, although she did that little shake, I guess, in the studio today.
But Chloe totally outed her and saying that's her. She's got one move. She goes on the dance floor, she puts her arm in the air, shakes her ass, and she goes back and texts.
And as that conversation went on, Howard found out exactly what Kim gets to appear at a club. Hit 110.
Isn't it true now you can appear at a club somewhere and get more money than Paris Hilton herself, right?
I don't know what's her going rate.
Well, I heard yours is $25,000 to appear.
Nice.
Is that true?
Kim's is more.
Kim's is more. Wow.
25, honey.
25's nothing. It's up. 50? I want you to come to a party, and I want you to, because I'm opening a new club. What do I have to pay? 50?
Well, if it's a birthday or New Year's,
Go
it's
ahead.
going to be a lot more.
Right.
So if it's just a regular Wednesday,
Regular Wednesday night, my day is Wednesday. That's the day I need to pump up. I want to get everyone to the club. I want to get
you
your
want
friends.
me to give you a deal?
I want you, no deal. I want the actual.
regular rate. He
That's
He
right.
wants to know what the rate is.
What's the rate?
Say about 40.
40,000.
Now, I got a question. I must have missed that when she says if it's a birthday or New Year. Does she mean if it's her birthday or if you're celebrating? I think it's
why would you ever tell her it's your birthday? Then?
Right. I don't think about it if it's your birthday. I think if it's her birthday because I know Paris Hilton has gotten big bucks for her birthday party.
So wait, I can pay Kim to come to her own birthday party.
Oh, I see what you got. Gary, like she's celebrating her birthday at your club.
Right.
At her club. Oh, I got it.
Yeah. She has 7 times a year.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, Lisa G came in to defend her roll call, and she brought along with her a DJ named Stanley T, big black guy. And despite everything that Stanley claimed and Lisa claimed, selling it to our crew was a tough sell. I don't think anybody was really buying it or her popularity, but check it out.
I hate to be the one always defending Lisa G, but I knew of that roll call, and I didn't even listen to that show. I mean, Ed, Lisa, and Dre was like a thing in New York. I mean, I don't know why you guys are always kind of shitting on her, kind of demeaning and saying, she's full of herself or something. That's what you're implying.
Well, because no one here had ever heard of the roll call. Maybe, okay, we work in radio, so we don't listen to other shows. But then there's people who weren't working in radio that were around then that never heard of it. I think because you know it.
I never even listened to Hot 97. I just knew of them, whether it was like in the press or in a billboard.
Oh, no, I knew, Ralph, I knew they existed.
Right.
I knew they were on the air, but I didn't know of. Did you know specifically about the roll call?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was familiar with it. When you guys started goofing on it and doing it, I knew exactly what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I didn't know what it was.
I don't know how that leaked into my brain, but it was a thing. Even Steve said it. Steve the Brandano.
Oh, really? But he grew up in Boston.
Well,
Steve,
see how far it reaches?
Steve, you heard the roll call?
I said not the roll call, but the fact that you guys think that or make it sound like everybody only listened, like kids in urban and black people listen to Hot 97.
We get
Puff
that.
Daddy raps about. So how would they not know the morning show?
We're saying that Lisa made it sound like it was universally known. We're not saying no one ever heard of it. Lisa made it sound like it was a universal thing that if you go to anybody and mention the roll call, they would know it, and that it was so popular, so well known that she got so many requests that she had to put it up on her webpage because people were clamoring for it.
From her fans.
That's what she's saying.
Fans of Hot 97.
Well,
I mean,
again, Gary, I heard that when she said that, and she didn't say I'm getting inundated requests.
No, she did.
She just said people even asked me about it on the website. So that she didn't get specific.
No, she did because she started by coming to me first and asking me if I wanted it for our website, and then she sent that she posted a note on her. You've all been waiting for it. Here it is.
Lisa's walking over with a big black dude right now.
Uh-oh. He's going to kick your ass.
I'm not afraid of him.
Well, no, maybe. I mean, Lisa should defend herself, and
we're not saying that Lisa was nobody. We're saying Lisa wants us to believe that the show that she was on was as big as Howard, and it's not. That's how she
found an authentic black that can verify that.
That's how it is in her mind.
All right, Ralph, hold on. Lisa, glad you're here. Come on over.
She's got a black to defend.
Come on over with the random black guy that you found, who obviously has heard your show before.
Gary, I'm the random black guy, like you haven't seen me before.
I've seen you plenty of times before, but I'm saying she went to look for a guy who knows the show.
Look for a guy that knows the show. I'm Stanley T. What's going on? I'm on the morning mashup on Hits 1 and 20 on 20.
All right, so
mashup.com. Whoa.
So Lisa's here with Stanley T. And Lisa, I don't know if you heard what we've been talking about earlier. Okay.
Well, I think because you guys are in your Howard world, and I understand that because you did dominate the city.
Say it.
In black radio and urban radio, they were the shit. You have no idea the power of Ed, Dre, and Lisa G. Everybody knew the roll call. And let me call 50 out. I love him to death. But rappers got to prepare their raps. You follow what I'm saying? He was unprepared. That's why he didn't say anything.
He was unprepared because he didn't know what it was we were asking him to do.
I disagree with that because you can't be in New York City and not know what the roll call was about. So I beg to differ. He could. Maybe he didn't know what it was about. I think if maybe you would explain it a little bit better. I didn't hear it. So I don't want 50 to shoot me. Don't shoot me, 50.
But Stanley,
it was really powerful, Gary.
I bet it was, but the discussion was this. Lisa said it was so big that anybody in New York, who was into urban knew it. So we said, okay, 50 Cent's coming in. He grew up in New York. We're going to say 50. Do you know what the roll call is? And the expectation he would go, of course I know what the roll call is. And then we were going to.
Yeah, I was really surprised, Stanley. I thought maybe he didn't come on the scene until like 2002-ish, right?
Right.
So that's the only. I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. T, what year was the roll call? The roll call was like maybe 1992, 3, 4, 5, 6,
96-ish was really.
Okay, so 96. It was popping, but 97 it was.
So what age group would know it in 96?
Well, whoever. If you were 18 in 96, that'd be about right. It's like my age. So 18 and 96. If you.
So you're about 32 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if we asked like 132-year-old black kids or black 32-year-olds now that lived in New York, what percentage?
It wasn't just black kids.
Urban kids.
It was suburban kids.
Okay, it was suburban kids.
If we asked 100,
it was the number one.
If we asked 100 suburban 32-year-old kids. I mean, 32-year-olds. How many would know it now?
You're being silly. I just said that I didn't even listen to that, and I knew about
I'm just saying,
roll
what
call.
percentage? I'm not being challenged. I'm just saying, what percentage do you think would know about it?
Being silly.
85.
Okay.
The caller right here, I don't know who this guy is on the phone. What's going on, Ralph? What's happening?
Ralph Sorella.
What's up, Ralph? Is that the curly head cat?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Ralph?
What's up, man? What's up?
He knows about it. You follow what I'm saying? Everybody
I don't know.
knew about
I don't
this
know.
thing.
Stanley, Ralph's a very influential caller and he has very strong opinions, but he's one guy. I mean, just because Ralph knows it doesn't mean that's like saying, well, 50 Cent didn't know it, so nobody knew it. You can't be that.
Stanley, 50 Cent might have been locked up at that time and didn't even hear it.
Hey,
you know 50 Cent's background, for real.
And Stanley, we're not saying that nobody knew the roll call. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying, oh my God, Lisa, you're out of your mind. No one heard the roll call. We're saying that maybe it's more popular to you than you think it is because Lisa would have you believe that everybody knows the roll call, and everybody doesn't.
Well,
no, I think Howard was trying to say that I'm crazy because it wasn't popular and I'm delusional how popular it was, and it was very popular. It's just that. I don't know what happened with 50 Cent. He didn't know it. What can I say?
I'm kind of shocked myself. I would have bet $100 with Lisa that 50 knew about it.
Then you'd both be out 100.
Yeah, you'd both be out 100.
Well, you heard what I said to him. I said, "Are you a rap artist? Did you hear me at the
end?"
end?
How could you not know that?
I was a little shocked.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of shocked.
At least, how pumped up were you today that 50 was coming in?
I was very excited. I really was.
But Lisa, you get what you just said is to me is funny because that's where Howard's sort of beating on you a little bit. You can't believe that a rap artist doesn't know the roll call, and we're saying maybe it's more popular than you think. It probably is very popular, but you're
it's also
thinking,
been a long time. It's
but you're thinking that it's impossible that somebody who's into rap could not know it. We're saying it's very possible.
That's into rap. I mean, it all depends what time, what year that person was on the scene. Like a Jay-Z, I would think you would know the roll call. I mean,
like if you had Jay-Z up here, he would know the roll call. I mean, we're talking about, this is the time of Biggie, this is the time of Tupac, this is the time of Diddy doing hit after hit after hit. How could you not know the roll call? Come on. Hot 97 at that particular time was the only station playing this stuff. There was no Power 106 or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
The 103, whatever.
Or whatever. It wasn't none of that. It was just Hot 97. All the rappers used to rap about it. How you rapping about? Listen, how many raps did the rappers do with the Hot 97 shout out in it? You know what I mean? Kiss FM or whatever, but more Hot 97. How you shouting it out and you don't hear the roll call? Believe me, it wasn't Angie Martinez. I love her to death. They were listening to Ed, Lisa, and Dre. Y'all guys are not realizing the props. I know y'all ran it. You know what I mean? Y'all dominated New York. No question. The Howard Stern Show dominated New York radio. No question. However, in the urban community, hip-hop, that was it. That's all everybody listened to.
All right,
thank
you.
And we did it without a roll call.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, all the conversation was about the Saddest Virgin contest, where Alex, who was in a wheelchair at SCP, was the big winner. And we talked about how all the contestants really were rooting for each other, and Peter and Richard were both worthy candidates, but Alex did come through. So all the conversation was about how well the contest went, and of course, how hot Kate Cross looked. Anyway, here's how it went.
Was it difficult pulling this contest together to find 3 worthy candidates of the world's saddest virgin?
Well, it's funny. I don't think it even started out as world's saddest virgin. We were just looking for some guys that were worthy of a trip to the AVN Awards, and it just turned out that they were all sad virgins. So,
is there a happy virgin?
Well, I guess when you're like 16, you're okay with it.
Right.
You know, once you get into your mid-20s, it gets a little pathetic.
Well, a lot of times we'll have contests where, you know, every contestant has their merits, but typically you're like, okay, this one, there's no way they're going to win, or why are they here? This was a tough horse race.
I knew there was trouble when Will said to me during the break that Richard the Mole Guy was not a slam dunk by any stretch of the imagination. Then I knew we were in trouble.
Well, Gary had actually talked about maybe doing a game called "Are You Worse Off Than Richard the Hairy Mole Guy?"
and I like Richard. I just thought it was a good game.
Right. And I said, you know what? I think we actually have that game today because we found 2 guys that might have it worse.
And if you're feeling bad for Richard, I thought the one saving grace for him, at least, is when it was put to Kaden, if the world is ending and you have sex with one of these guys, who's it going to be? She picked Richard, and that had to make him feel good.
Words are cheap. I mean, I guess he could hang his hat on that, but it's only words. If she would actually banged him, then that'd be something you could be happy about.
Well, I think it was also interesting the way she took the question, because she asked Howard, is it for genetic purposes of reproduction or just for my own pleasure? And she picked him for her own pleasure.
Right. Since he could walk and he was a full mental capacity, she chose him.
Right. She clearly didn't want any moley kids.
Well, Kaden absolutely weighed all of her options, and I mean, it seemed like everybody was falling in love with Kaden as the segment continued. And I'm not talking about the contestants.
No, she was like Barbie doll perfect almost. I mean, she was unbelievable.
It was so great because everybody came to me. Like Jason came to me and somebody else came to me, and even I wanted one of her movies. So afterwards, I said to Paul Fishbone, I said, hey, some of the guys are asking for some of them, you know, if we get some of her movies. And he thought I meant the guys in the contest. I go, which guys? I go, us guys in the office.
But that's why I do not understand the porn industry right now. You can just put her name in the internet and get free movies. Like I do not understand. It's going to have to completely change really soon. Like why would anyone buy a DVD now?
There's a ton of free porn on the internet. I spoke to Paul about this last year. I haven't spoken to him about it in a while, but I don't know how they combat that.
Well, is it similar to like Napster and how that all came down?
I don't. It's much simpler than Napster. You can go to these sites. There's a site. I know there's a million of them. There's one called Spankwire. Gary's on Spankwire.
I am not on Spankwire.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh. He means that my picture's on there.
Yeah,
not that I'm on
one of your videos is on Spankwire.
Your work is on Spankwire?
I know you can do this in tons of sites. There's like Spankwire. There's PornTube. There's all kinds. But anyway,
but how do you like in other words?
You can go to the site Spankwire. This is actually Shuli told me about Spankwire months ago. You put in. Her name was Kaden Cross.
Yeah.
Put in her name. That's it. No downloading. No nothing. Right. It's like YouTube.
Right. And there's 1,000 other sites like that. The question becomes, how do you shut down all the sites? Like Napster was Napster, and there's still a bunch of sites around that are Napster-like, aren't there?
Yeah, but it's not as prevalent as it was back in the day when Napster first came along.
I know somebody, probably Apple, figured out how to talk. They created a device that made it so easy that you are willing to pay.
Well, but also, again, with songs, with YouTube, you can just get any free song.
Yeah, but you
any popular song.
But you can't put it on a device that's easy to listen to and take with you.
You can't. It's tricky. You can do it, and usually the quality isn't as good as well. And I would imagine maybe that comes into play here, that you don't get as good quality
sometimes
action.
No, rarely. Occasionally. I mean, but you have everything. You have the low quality, you have the high quality.
I like the DVDs because you can fast forward through things.
You can do that on the internet.
No, you can like skip to things, but you can't see exactly what's happening.
I know, Wills. I like the DVD. You put it in, it gives you the menu.
Exactly.
And it says, anal, money shot,
You really prefer DVD to internet? You got to try internet.
And the quality.
No, I do. I haven't done a DVD.
Because you can go like from scene to scene, like for 2 seconds. You can say, oh, I want this now, and now I want this, and you can just go,
We might have to move over to
I'm old school.
We might have to move over to the Dave Attell conversation.
I mean, but to do all the work of a DVD, to like put the DVD in.
That's all the work.
Okay, no, but for me, Benji's right on the money, which is I was starting to get into that weird area with my kids where I didn't want DVDs laying around the house.
Right.
So, and my computer's password protected and my kids never go on it. So that's easier for me. To do the internet.
Right, than to have them. I get that. Now let's get back to the contest. So the first nominee was Peter.
Uh-huh.
Could you understand what Peter was saying? You were standing right next to him.
No, it's funny, when he called. I had the other 2 contestants first. Richard was, we knew him from a long time ago, and then Alex was pushing to get on the show for a while now. And then almost literally the day I started trying to put this together, Peter called like it was like a sign from God.
But where did he, did he hear something on the air, or did he just call?
No, he just called because he's like, I'm a virgin. And I knew because the intern's got his name, like I got 3 different messages and all of them had a different name from the same number that this guy couldn't speak. And then you get on the phone with him and you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then, so I ended up talking to his buddy who can help me kind of translate, and, we put it together.
Did I ever tell you about my first time that I ever spoke to Elephant Boy? I got a letter from a guy who said to me, I've got a guy who would be perfect for the show. So I called the guy up and he goes, listen, this guy works in my mailroom. He's got a speech impediment. And I said, okay, let me talk to him. So he calls him over to the phone. I talked to Elephant Boy for 60 seconds, and I put the guy, I said, put your friend back on. I said, listen, I can't put a guy with Down syndrome on the air like that. He goes, no, it's not what it. But listening to him, I thought that Elephant Boy was mentally retarded, which he totally isn't.
So you get the 3 different messages, you get him in here. Do you think that him having a girlfriend 3 years ago or a job, and he had a lot of the Bruce Lee training, a lot of experience, did that hurt his chances when it came to be selected the winner?
Well, clearly, I mean, you saw the 3 contestants. The expectations were kind of low. 2 of them had college educations. One of them had a girlfriend at one point. So those look like great lives compared to poor Alex, who can't go to the bathroom.
Peter's
and
hold on, college.
That's what he said.
No, I mean, he graduated high school. The other one went to college. But he had a girlfriend.
All right, let's do this contest. Let's put a different prize on it, because the prize are a bunch of virgins going to the award, the Adult Video News Awards. But what if the prize were a trip to go to the Adult Video News Awards and guaranteed date, like we like to call it a date?
The bang chick.
Does that change your mind about how you handle this contest? Because it does for me a little bit.
It does me too. I say Richard has been trying so hard.
I agree.
And we've been working so hard to make this happen for him.
If it were a date, I would have picked Richard in a second. But it's really just a great weekend to get out of the house, and that's why I think the guy that won is a little bit more deserving.
I would have still picked Alex. Alex, if I had a vote, Alex would have been my pick. Alex is trapped, and it just seems so. There was it's so sad. There was it seems his whole life, his mind is just trapped in that body that doesn't work. And Richard has a cool personality, and he's intelligent, and that comes across. And I know if he works it a little bit, he can get chicks.
Yeah, and Alex said he can't jerk off. There's a lot of stuff he can't do. And when he won, both Richard and Peter, to their credit, were happy for him. And that doesn't always happen when you have the contest. But they were genuinely happy for him. I see we got Brent on the line. Brent, the producer of Bubba's show. Hey, Brent, how you doing?
Hey, guys, how's it going? I just got an answer to your question about the porn stuff, like Napster. You can't copyright adult material. So, therefore, it's going to be hard for them to do what the music industry did and getting a hold of all the freak porn on the internet.
Okay, but wait a minute. I made a movie. It's a porn movie. Why is that different than if I made a regular movie? In other words, if I made Iron Man, you can't just take pieces of Iron Man and put them up on websites and let people look at them for free.
That's right.
Porn is different?
Porn is different, and adult stuff is different. Like, I tried to copyright, because I copyright a lot of our bits, I tried to copyright Toys for Tits, and they wouldn't let me copyright that term because it had the word tits in it.
Yeah, but a term is different. Copyrighting a term is much different than what we're talking about here. We're talking about a physical movie.
I was listening. What I'm saying is you cannot copyright adult stuff, which is why those sites like RedTube and stuff like that are up, and they never get taken down because it can't be copywritten.
Are you sure it's not obscene versus porn?
No, I'm telling you, it cannot be.
I can't believe that, because then why wouldn't people have just been reissuing it for years?
Right. In other words, in other words, you're saying I could have taken Caden Cross's porn movie, the DVD. I could have, banged out 1,000 DVDs and just put a cover on them and sold them myself, and I wouldn't be breaking any laws. Is that what you're saying?
That's pretty much what I'm saying. These days you have to have the 2257s on file, but there's a ton of free porn, and they can't get a hold of it because of that. And if it's obscene, Benji, you go to prison for that. Max Hardcore is in federal prison for obscenity.
Yeah.
I mean, the Justice Department isn't screwing around with obscenity.
I can't believe that, but I would bet you, but we can look it up in 2 seconds and find out.
Well, look it up. Look it up. Look at the federal copyright laws, because I believe me, I deal with this all the time.
So the other great thing that happened today was for those guys at first, Caden was, she flashed them a little bit. She flashed her top, then she takes off her bottom. Next thing you know, there's a Sibian ride, and I don't think I've seen everyone here move quicker than when she said, okay, I'll do the Sibian ride. Because there was a complicated setup going on, but it was like a pit crew. You guys cleaned that up in a hurry.
We moved pretty quick. I mean, I was just watching Howard TV's, they have the hottest porn chicks forever, and I realized we've really gotten it down to a science. We didn't move as quick at the beginning as we do now.
Yeah. Well, we had the guys in the studio today. I felt like one of those airplane guys with the different flashlights trying to get Alex to move around that studio.
Let's talk to Steve in Ontario. Steve, you're on the wrap-up show.
How are you, guys?
Good. Steve, how are you?
Good, thanks. Listen, what was his name? Paul Fishburne?
Bine. Paul Fishbine.
Fishbine, sorry. That whole contest today, I thought was just fucking awesome. Really. I mean, what better gift to give to a virgin?
Well, sex, but there was a pretty good. But that was pretty good too.
explain what's going on. Hi.
These, you know.
All right, JD. Let's go. How are you feeling? JD, how are you feeling?
Well, yeah, I mean, but I'm always, you know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't,
What did you...
This is JD talking to the doctor.
Right.
I don't know. You know, I don't know how much I can talk about, really.
Why not? It's you.
I don't necessarily know. I know. I was just saying.
All right, here's the real JD.
No, it's a whole big thing.
All right, thanks. Hey, JD.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
What's going on with you? Because someone told me you're having, like, mental problems.
Are you mental?
Don't go mental on me, dude.
Huh?
Don't go mental on me.
You were the last person I expected.
I don't want to. I don't think I am. I had like what really got to me was I had like this. I felt like really anxious and nervous like the past sort of week. Like I couldn't get over something. I don't know what it was, but
you were something bothered you, but you don't even know what it was.
Yeah, like I would if I thought about like riding on a train or being somewhere like away from my apartment for more than being out in the city, being that far out, like it just made my stomach sort of like nervous and in knots. And then I tried, I felt a little bit better on Friday morning, and I tried going in, and I had like this sort of mini panic attack or something. I rode 5 stops, and then I got right off and turned back around.
I'm wondering if this has something to do with he hangs around with Artie a lot. And, Artie's got all kind of issues.
See, this
and by the way,
what
Artie's not even here this morning.
I saw that Artie wasn't here,
Yeah.
and when you first started telling me about JD having these problems, I'm like, is he running, is Artie influencing him?
Are you
No.
What, do you want to be like Artie?
No.
Yeah, you're little Artie now?
No, I don't.
JD, let me understand something. Answer some of my questions. Let me clarify this.
Okay.
All right. You originally you've been out now, what, 4 days?
Well, I did go in last night, and I left like around 4:30.
So you're claiming that you did a day?
Did you take the subway here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I took it Saturday, too.
Okay. So you originally started staying home because you had a stomach virus?
No, I stayed home. Let's see, I go in Tuesday night and Wednesday night. So that'd be Wednesday and Thursday. I was sick more. I had like a cold or flu or whatever and coughing and stuff. I would say Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, Thursday, it was more of a nausea, nauseous, whatever, feeling. And then that sort of, and then I tried going in Friday.
So do you think you're actually sick? I mean, it's not just a mental thing?
No, I think that sickness is gone now. Now it's panic.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I'm okay physically. I'm just sort of, whenever I went to this doctor, I went to just like some sort of walk-in thing because I don't have a regular doctor because I'm not responsible.
You're kidding.
But I told him about what was going on and he sort of said, well, because I actually tried taking half a Xanax on, let's say, Friday
Who
night.
told you to take a Xanax? The doctor?
That was my idea.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Where did you get Xanax?
I know.
Where'd you get it?
Just a friend. I'm not going to, say where I get stuff. I don't want to get people in trouble.
Right.
But I was just wondering, you didn't get it from a doctor. You're just taking other people's pills.
No. I took half a Xanax on Friday night.
Yes, to answer your question, Robin. He self-medicated.
No, I'm not even all that self-medicated, really. And then Saturday when I went to the doctor, and got the confirmation that I was physically okay, and I told him about my panic attack and stuff, and how I get nervous sometimes and whatnot. He talked about Zoloft, and
is that what Jason's on?
I don't think so.
Almost my whole crew is medicated.
Yeah, I was going to say, but even
a lot of them are.
JD, your friends are giving you the wrong medication, you see?
But don't you think Zoloft is
This was a doctor.
No. Your doctor said Zoloft. Your friend gave you Xanax.
No, well, I thought Xanax myself because I hear, I just heard people talking about Xanax and how it can calm you down or something.
So did it calm you down?
I felt better. I got like 5 hours of sleep, which is the most sleep I've gotten in the past week.
All right, let me understand what's going on with you, because I got to straighten you out quick.
I'm trying to straighten myself out, but
Well, you're not good at it.
trying.
Imagine
him trying to straighten himself out.
What could make him so nervous?
I don't know. I think, well, anyone on the subway is nervous.
No.
Everyone.
He's sitting at home nervous. He's not encountering the subway.
No, there's something going on with the subway, and I'm starting to. I think I might be able to piece some
He
of this
got
together.
mugged.
He got mugged on the subway, but
That was years ago.
Still, maybe he didn't get over it. Jason was
Post-traumatic stress from him.
Oh.
Jason was telling me he
2
rode.
years,
he,
10 years later.
He rode the subway with him with JD recently. Jason did. And you know how like when you take the subway, like there's certain spots you like to stand, like I'll be at the front of the train or whatever.
Right.
So Jason goes, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to go to the front of the train. And he said that JD got like all nervous, like, oh no, I got to be in the middle. That's where the conductor is. I got to be near the conductor. And Jason said he just kept talking about being near the conductor.
Conductor's in the middle?
Yeah.
Middle car.
How does he see anything?
The conductor's in the middle?
Well, he should be at the front. Maybe JD's got a right to be nervous.
No, he can see whenever he opens the doors. He looks out the window, but whenever the train's in motion, he can see within that car.
Yeah, but how does he see?
Oh, you mean, How
does he drive the train if he can't see the front?
He doesn't ride the train. He doesn't actually drive it. He just sort of watches, looks out.
He's not the engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's security. In other
But he
words.
knows exactly where that guy is. So there's something bigger going on.
Are you nervous that you're going to get beaten up so that guy can help you, or are you nervous that just because the train's going?
I'm always sort of I'm always sort of nervous about just anything because I'm just a nervous Nelly, to put it in a gay term. But this was just sort of like it wasn't going away. Like nothing. I was nothing. It was over anxious, over nervous about just thinking about anything of being away from somewhere. I don't know. It was just odd.
See, this is the start of agoraphobia. JD's getting afraid to leave home.
That was another, fear of mine.
That's cool if you're Howard Hughes, but if you're JD, you got a big problem.
Yeah, being attached to that apartment, I don't think is a good idea.
You don't want to be agoraphobic with no money.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, listen, dude. I mean, you got to pull yourself together.
Great.
I'm not.
Let me read you the riot act here. What's going on?
I've only taken. I got prescribed a Zoloft, 50 milligrams. The guy told me to take half.
First of all, you want to go to my doctor? What kind of fucking doctor are you going to?
Hold on.
You got insurance. Go to a good doctor.
He went to a walk-in clinic.
Ay.
Well, because I wanted to go.
I don't know anything about medicine, but doesn't walk-in clinic mean like the worst doctor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What kind of doctor was he?
There's a guy. It was, one of these.
Did he even have on a white jacket?
No.
He's probably got jeans and a work shirt on.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, your local hippie doctor.
Yeah, was he like a young kid?
Yeah, he was a bit younger, and he did try to talk a little cool, and it got a little weird. So I
was a brain surgeon.
What do you mean he would try to talk a little cool?
I don't know. He was just like trying to seem young or whatever, like hanging out with his friends and stuff. Like
what?
He was talking about his friends being on Zoloft too, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. So
you mean you're gonna go on a medication from a walk-in clinic doctor who saw you once? Dude, that doesn't sound right to me.
You'd be better off getting the pills from your friends.
You went in and just said you were anxious, and he said there was nothing wrong with you physically, just in your head, right?
Well, I was the one that sort of said, that I get there's something it might all be in my head and stuff, and then he sort of just like was going. He said I shouldn't take Xanax because that's too addictive and stuff, and then he said something about Zoloft, how it wasn't as addictive, but then once I get home and I read all about Zoloft, that's all I hear about how addictive it is.
So, you don't need that.
Well, that's what a walk-in doctor will do.
Yeah.
He won't know the medication.
Yeah, I like that the walk-in doctor wasn't sure. It's kind of addictive, but not really that
You don't
addictive.
think the walk-in doctor's really reading up on stuff.
And he goes, a lot of my friends are on it, so don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah.
JD, look, here's what you got to do. Today, you got to go see a real doctor.
Oh, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to bed. I want to get this, I want to eat or not eat, but, actually eat. Whenever you take Zoloft, you don't have an appetite.
So what do you want to, so wait. What do you want to do today? You want to go to sleep?
Yes, I'm going to try and sleep, and then I have to go to the grocery later because I have nothing in my house. And then I'm going to work tonight.
So these are your priorities?
Yeah.
Maybe your hours are weird.
Well, they are weird.
Yeah, well, maybe you need to maybe figure out a different work schedule. Want to sit down with me and figure it out? Because you know what he does? He gets up at midnight, and he's here at 1 in the morning, and then he's here till 10. And
I know he's not getting any REM sleep, and he's probably lost his mind at this point.
I tried to figure out some sort of schedule, but I don't like riding the train in the middle of the night, and then
so don't do it. So come in when the rest of us come in.
But then something might not get I'm not going to
JD,
have stuff
watch
ahead of time.
Watch your TV shows at night. Figure out what at your apartment. Figure out what you want to pull when you get in here, and then do it when you get in.
All right. I'll figure something out. I'll try. Maybe I'll try and get in around 4 when Scott gets in or something.
Yeah. You know what? Sit down with me. We're going to figure out a work schedule for you. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Because you're not doing it right.
Trust me, my biggest worry is being fired because of all this stuff, and that's because this is like, this is the most important thing to me, and that's why.
No kidding.
Well, this is going to be like a self-fulfilling prophecy if you can't get out of the house.
No, I know.
You want to be fired? He hasn't been able to show up to work. Of course you're going to be fired.
He's like, my biggest fear. No, you can count on that.
Yeah. You can count on being fired if this keeps going on. No job, no insurance, no Zoloft, no nothing. Listen to me. You go see a real doctor.
I love all these guys who, they secretly are sicker than me.
Yeah.
And then they're always laughing at me.
I don't laugh at your office.
The only thing you should be worried about or having anxiety about is finding a chick to bring to my party.
Oh, that'll kill him. What kind of medication will he be on if he has to
What are you saying to that, JD?
I thought about that too, trust me.
Yeah, he's anxious.
I got a lot of things that I'm thinking about.
That probably sent him over.
I'm thinking JD would be super articulate if he just started working during the day. Maybe just dopey from lack of sleep.
No, maybe there's a medication for articulation.
Yeah. Was your doctor he wasn't even a Jewish guy, was he?
I don't think so, no.
You hear King of All Blacks.
Yeah. Even King of All Blacks goes to a Jewish doctor.
I don't know what this guy was. I don't even remember his name, actually.
All right.
I have his card somewhere.
You know what? You're going to have to get him a psych consultation.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I don't want to take any meds. I tried it, and I don't think I like it, and it's not for me. And it's
That's what you first said about booze. Now I hear you drink like a fish.
Yeah, this is a.
No, I don't drink like a fish. No one's seen me drinking. I haven't drinking forever.
Drinking? I haven't drankin' forever. I haven't. He graduated college. I haven't drankin' forever.
That's that full cell education.
Yeah. Did you just say I haven't drankin' forever?
Well, drank in forever, not drank.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, got it.
How about I haven't had a drink?
In a long time.
No, that too.
All right. So, JD, let me get this straight. You do have some physical ailment.
No.
Not anymore.
Okay, well, then you should have been at work.
I was at work. Well, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, well, that's because you.
But that's not it's not because of like a flu or a thing. It's from the Zoloft, and because you don't get an appetite, and then you get hungry, and so I've come home and
Sounds like a grand plan. Your plan there.
You should go on what Jason's on. He gets plenty hungry. He gets hungry enough for 10 people. Well, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm not a psychiatrist, but certainly I think you're in need of a real top-notch medical guy who could sit there with you and try to decipher what's going on.
Well, he probably needs, but you know what? There's nothing physically wrong with him. He caught a little cold, and now his anxiety is feeding into all of this.
Yeah.
His real problem is up here in the noggin.
Yeah, noggin, which is
You need a noggin doctor.
Which is a technical term for your head. Well, you're right. He got sick, then he got anxiety because he was sick, and now he's left with the anxiety, but the sickness is gone. And, I don't know what's going on, but...
Well, I tried to get rid of the anxiety quick, and it's not.
No.
It didn't work. So
are you going to have to retire to take care of your health?
It sounds weird. It sounds weird, like the doctor just all of a sudden saw you for 5 minutes and then wants to put you on medication. That's a pretty serious decision to go on medication.
That is exactly why all these people are on this medication. Most of them aren't getting it from psychiatrists.
Right.
They're getting it from regular doctors.
Have you been able to masturbate?
I haven't even really tried. That was another thing. I was just like. I haven't really tried, actually.
Did you go on the internet and talk to some girls?
No, not really. I mainly
wow.
laying down.
You're pretty bad shape.
So even your social life has been impacted.
Maybe it backed up.
Lack thereof.
Yeah, his social life, his whole masturbation thing is like, he's not even getting his rocks off.
His whole outreach to people was the internet.
I know, like picking up like those girls for a couple of dollars who, will jerk off in front of you.
All right, okay, all right.
Is the whole Ronnie thing getting you stressed out because you had to cancel Ronnie's show and then bring it back? And
no, I don't think so.
Right.
That was, I almost didn't go in Tuesday because I had the cold or whatever, but I came in because I knew the whole Ronnie thing was going on.
Right.
Jesus, Jace. Oh, JD, you're sounding terrible.
And then I came in then.
All right, describe to me what happens. You start getting ready for work, right? Let me work with you here a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. First you got sick, I understand that.
Yes.
And you started getting better, but
some things have been going on because he says he hasn't had a good night's sleep in a long time.
Well, because he has a ridiculous schedule. You should see what this kid does. He gets on the train. What time do you get on the train? 1 in the morning?
I try and get on the train by around 11, a little after 11, so I can get there around 12.
So when are you sleeping anyway? You get there, so you get to midnight, you get in here and you're watching TV all night.
Well, I try and get to sleep like around 3, and then wake up around 9:30.
That's like 6 hours.
That's not all. That's the worst schedule I ever heard. There's got to be a better way to do your job.
You're almost like a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
I mean, that's crazy.
I'm just trying to,
No, I know you're trying to, you do a great job, and I'm worried about you. So.
I'm trying. Well, I appreciate it. I don't want people to worry about me.
Well,
Did you know at all that he was headed this way?
No.
This is a complete surprise?
He was my rock. He was the one guy who wasn't mental.
Crazy. You didn't have to worry about JD.
So JD was like one of these guys that just kind of had it all together.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I never thought you were mental.
Look at you.
Well, I didn't necessarily. I didn't really think I was all that. Well, I guess I knew I was sort of mental, but not like, I don't think I'm going anywhere near like KC mental or anything anytime soon.
Did you start reading the Bible?
No.
Are you cutting yourself?
No, and I'm not.
Yeah, do we have to check your arms?
No, I'm not, and I'm not walking behind people.
So what's the crazy? So
put an axe in them.
So what's the craziest thing you're doing?
The craziest thing I'm doing is not being at work because my stomach is fucking not feeling great, and so that's.
Is it like a knot, or is it like a nauseous, or is it like a?
So you're nervous?
It's because of the Zoloft, you don't get an appetite, so you don't eat.
Yeah, but before the Zoloft, you were feeling something. What was going on there?
Well, yeah, that was nausea. That was with the over anxious. It was like just a big knot and tight and like sort of almost burning almost or whatever. I don't know.
Like an ulcer.
That's anxiety.
Yeah.
So
wow.
and it wasn't like going away, and that's what freaked me out. And I wanted to do something quick so I could go to work and stuff and do whatever. And
makes sense that JD's fucked up, though,
Well, when you sit around and think about it, well, all the indications for being fucked up are there.
Right.
Not being able to talk.
Yeah, I mean, he's complete. like now, it doesn't surprise me that JD's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I know he had a rough childhood. So.
I would always say, even at a party.
That rough. Stop it.
No, come on, man.
Even
my parents are fine. Stop.
Okay.
Maybe he's pregnant.
Even at a party, JD doesn't talk to anybody.
I know.
I mean, it's just terrible.
He's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't
whatever.
know. What am I going to say to him?
I try to get to work. Well, whatever.
It's like,
he goes, I try to get to work and do whatever. It's your word.
What's the craziest thing you know? I don't know.
Imagine the trip to the doctor when he's explaining to the doctor, young man, what's going on. Like I'm nauseous and stuff, but I don't know. Whatever.
It was like a nauseous or
knot.
A nuisance. I don't know.
Like a knot.
But it was like a knot and it's burning.
Then you got to be sitting here wondering why Artie's late. Like what's going on there?
We should just lock these doors.
I know.
Everybody here is crazy.
But he's nuts.
What do you think's really going on with JD?
I don't know. Robin says that it's, I think it has to do with when he was mugged on the train. Robin says it's been a long time, but you can sort of harbor some of those feelings and they sort of build and build, even if it's a period of years. And, we joke about what happened to him, but like he got the shit beat out of him. Like he got punched in the face because he was on the train in the middle of the night. They took his iPod. And I think that, if you've never been punched in the face before, it's one of those things you remember. So I think that might be part of it. I think he might be having some anxiety.
Now, him being sick, does this have anything to do with that, you think? Because he was sick at first.
No, I think part of it, too, is that I think he got sick, and then I think the sickness made him start to have anxiety when he was on the train as well, which I think he was having already because he's like, what if I get sick on the train? What will I do? And then he got better, but was still having anxiety on the train. I don't know. I'm just guessing. He's never discussed it with me or anything.
Do you think medication is the way for JD?
It might be. I mean, if he's having anxiety, that's what they make anti-anxiety pills for.
Do you think his self-diagnosis was correct? He was taking like pills.
Well, no, he was self-medicating. He borrowed his Xanax from somebody. That's I get it. You take a Xanax. It's just a Xanax is just makes you feel good. You'd have two glasses of scotch, you get the same feeling. It just relaxes you. And so he did that, and then he went to a doctor and they gave him the Zoloft, which John Hunter was saying Zoloft seems like a big it seems like a big hammer for a small job. But we'll see what happens.
Who gives a fuck about JD? He doesn't care about me. Why should I give a fuck about him?
You're still bitter?
No, I'm not bitter. I don't wish bad things on anybody, really, except a few people.
No, I
around
didn't
here.
say that. I'm just saying, what do you think's going on with him?
What?
You know, he was sick.
He's not sleeping.
And now it's anxiety.
Yeah, well, he's not sleeping. When you don't sleep, your fucking anxiety gets really bad.
So it's fine.
I know the feeling well because I haven't been sleeping too well lately. So, yeah.
So what is it, like he cracked?
Pretty much. He had a little bit of a breakdown.
JD has a lot of anxiety issues. They aren't new, and they've apparently been manifesting themselves for a long time, and it's starting to cripple him. So I feel very bad for him.
What do you think exactly is causing this? They said like his hours are crazy, maybe the past experience on the subway.
Look, the hours don't help. He works crazy hours, and yeah, he was punched, mugged, robbed on a subway about 5 years ago, which is scary as hell. But I think this stuff has been inside him for a long time. I mean, anyone who knows JD, has heard him on the air, or who knows him personally, knows that he's full of anxiety. He can't even get his words out straight because he doubts himself halfway through a sentence and cuts himself off and changes his mind. He's a mess, and it probably stems from a lot of things in his life, not just anything recently. And for whatever reason, whatever the trigger is, it seems to be manifesting inside of him and coming out. Probably the fact that he's almost 30 years old and still lives like a 12-year-old. My guess is he's getting a little bit nervous with the light at the end of the tunnel over here at Sirius. Maybe he's getting nervous about his future. So,
do you think medication's the answer for him?
Well, I don't. Listen, I'm not a doctor. Medication is the answer for me right now. I kind of was in the same boat JD was, in the sense that mine was more depression with anxiety. But what got me to go on the drugs the first time was this job. You know, like I was afraid I was going to lose this job because I couldn't get my shit together, and so that's why I started going on it, and it saved my life. And I hope JD is helped. Whether it's Zoloft or some other drug that doesn't give him an upset stomach and make him crazy. Whatever JD needs, I hope he could be helped. I'm a big proponent of the pills. I don't think they'll cure me, but they certainly make me able to come to work and instill me with confidence, as people here like to say. So I act like a big asshole to everybody. But hey, it's a trade-off. I'd rather act like an asshole to everyone and still have this job than be a depressed mess inside my house and people go, oh, that Jason kid, he was kind of nice.
I don't know. He's all fucked up. You know, young kid riding the subways, getting mugged by a bunch of big, nasty-looking thieves. Who would it?
Isn't there an adjective you want to add to that? It sounds like
bunch of big, scary, nasty-looking thieves. I mean, I wouldn't sleep at night. I would have the shivers. Riding those fucking subways, it's like being in Vietnam, except there's no soldiers. It's all fucking guerrillas and shit. You know, just going at you, prodding at you, punching you around, smacking you. Poor fucking guy, he's all messed up. He's suffering from shock. The system's got to change. Now look at him. He can't watch his TiVo. He can't go on Facebook and email married chicks, and you know he can't do his dabba raps and everything else. He's all fucked up.
I don't know. I think it's just like, you know, I don't know what the root cause is. It's
well, they seem to think it's like his schedule.
That might the lack of not sleep. Whenever you sleep, if you're not getting enough sleep, that definitely makes you mental. So that could be part of it, but I don't know. It's interesting, he feels nervous on the subway, but he feels so nervous away from home, even more so, because he'll take the subway to get back home. So I don't know. I'm going to go give him a hug when I see him.
I feel for him, I really do. I think he's not getting a lot of sleep. He's a little bit sick, but this paranoia that's going on in his head, he's really, really paranoid lately, and I can understand getting mugged on the subway, you know, being a little afraid, also the hours that he goes, but that happened a long time ago, so I don't know what's there, you know, maybe, I don't know, his fantasy football team hasn't been doing too well, or I don't know, I just hope he's all right, and I said I'll take him to my doctor if he wants to go, but who knows if he'll take me up on that.
Now, he was kind of saying his hours are crazy, that might have something to do with it. What do you think triggered it? Because, you know, he was sick at first, and then he got, you know, anxiety.
I think he was legitimately sick, and then he wasn't 100% better, but I think he was sick but didn't know what was wrong with him, and when he was looking to have somebody diagnose him, he didn't know where to go because he doesn't have a doctor or whatever else. And so, you know, his buddy gives him a Xanax, and then he's taking Zoloft, and I don't know what he's thinking, you know, medication-wise. But JD's got to find out what's wrong with him first and then fix the problem. But we all know that's a major league.
JD is a fucked up guy. I don't know what's going on with him. As a kid, he shouldn't have these issues. Anxiety, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I tell you what, he needs to get laid. That helps everything. That's my answer.
Now, he was saying, like, his hours are really crazy here. Do you think that might be causing it?
Well, the hours are a little screwy, but, you know, the guy doesn't sleep. He, you know, who knows? He gets up at 5 in the morning and... He gets up at like 10 at night, and he comes to work, and then he goes home at like noon.
He said he was going to maybe try to have your hours. Do you think that would help him?
No. They're just as screwy as anybody else's hours around here. But not according to what Howard said, because if he's got to watch the shows at night, when's he going to sleep? You know, if he's got to stay up and watch them, that's stupid. You got to be able to sleep from like 8 p.m. to like 3 in the morning to have my hours. So he can't sleep during those hours, so that'll really get him fucked up. I think he's better off staying and doing what he's been doing.
He's probably a homo or something. He doesn't want to come out of the closet at this point. He clearly, has some issue with girls. He doesn't like them. He spends no time with them. So it's just difficult for him to. Maybe he's getting one of those high-pitched mic tattoos where the day he plans to come out, and he'll come in here and make a big, announcement that none of us can understand because he mumbles everything.
Are you worried?
About him being gay? Yeah, Christ, that'd be awful. I can't think of anything worse.
So, Richard, who barely understands anything about modern culture because he grew up on a farm.
Yeah. They don't see doctors and dentists.
No. Richard came to New York and goes, dentist? My dad says not to trust them.
Well, Howard, he came to me and he goes, I got this thing. I'm going to go see my doctor, but I can't get an appointment. I go, why don't you go see a podiatrist? And he looked at me like I was crazy. I go, a foot doctor. I go, you have foot problems. Why don't you go to a specialist? And he's like, that's a great idea.
It's like Eureka. It's like, when early man saw the wheel?
Right, or fire.
You're like, like Richard's like you just introduced him to fire. Like
the greatest thing ever.
You mean there's a doctor that will look at your feet? It's like, what? I don't understand. So Gary sends Richard over to the podiatrist. and the podiatrist says to him, look, you got to stop drinking for the weekend.
Just for the weekend?
Well,
he knew it wasn't possible for him not to drink forever.
This weekend, don't drink.
Yeah.
So Richard's walking around now. He's like, I did what the doctor said, and not drinking. There's no fun.
Right.
That's not fun. There's no fun.
It's boring. He goes,
it's boring. He goes, the weekend was so boring without drinking. And I'm like, oh, my God, does this guy have a problem?
Well, there was an Onion headline once where a guy who was an alcoholic says, alcoholic who's been on the wagon for a year says, today will be just another boring day.
You're right. That's funny. So the weekend was boring?
Very boring.
Do you have any interests or anything?
Well, yeah, no, I still did stuff. I played guitar, wrote some music, just did things. But drinking just makes everything so much better.
Yeah.
Life isn't good enough. He has to make it better.
So you didn't have any drinks?
None at all.
But your girlfriend drank? In front of you.
At brunch, yeah, it was tough.
Does she love you or does she have a problem?
No, it was fun. She had like 1 or 2 mimosas, but just
she doesn't have gout. Why should she have to?
No.
But sometimes you don't. He's going through a tough time. You say, hey, maybe for the weekend I won't drink.
Look, if I had to have brunch with Richard, I'd be drinking.
Right.
Well, that's you, Robin. But no, I would never.
It's her too.
I would never expect her not to.
Yeah, that's right. So it was difficult for you to watch her sit and drink.
It wasn't difficult. It was just like, wow, I wish I could have one of those.
So
because while she had 2 mimosas, he would have had 2 bottles of mimosas.
If my feet were doing what your feet are doing, I'd never drink again. I bet they're drinking over. Drinking over.
Well, it was food that caused it, too.
It's the beer, too. He's ignoring that.
Hey, Richard, did she tell you things not to eat? Because I heard you just had a giant bowl of chili for breakfast.
Yeah, I did. But it's Lisa made the chili. It's healthy.
How do you
know that?
She said.
I made it with very lean ground beef, and there's nothing else in it, just vegetables.
Is it organic?
No.
Yeah, so.
Why don't you just eat
all the healthiest stuff?
Why don't you just eat like a plain something? What is it with you?
I usually get an egg white, but Lisa's a great cook.
Aren't you afraid of I'd be in fear.
I would be so afraid that anything might blow up my foot that I'd be adding food back in very simply, one thing at a time.
That's how I would do it.
To make sure it wasn't going to happen.
Well, I have been careful. I've been trying to eat a little. I had a turkey burger for brunch yesterday.
Yeah.
So let's give you a medal.
Yeah.
It's baby steps,
baby steps for baby feet.
Yeah.
So how big was that turkey burger? Probably half a pound.
It was covered in mayo.
How soon can you go back to drinking?
I'm going to find out from the foot doctor, but hopefully very soon.
So
but I don't, I've been good too. I don't drink during the week either, so I'll at least wait till the weekend.
Now, what if the foot doctor says to you, look, Richard, I suggest you do not drink for the next year?
Howard?
And then I'll tell her, I think we have to amputate the foot.
Howard, every website that I go on, and Richard, listen closely, every website that I go on that deals with gout, the first thing they mention is excessive consumption of alcohol as like the #1 factor.
Yeah, not food.
And what is excessive by their definition?
Richard. They have Richard's picture next to
Well,
that.
they always say, you know how they say if you have more than 2 drinks, it's
But
excessive.
dude, you go on trains and suck down cases of champagne.
that's true.
I know, and I'm the first to admit I do that. It's fun.
Yeah,
Drinking
wait
is
a minute.
fun.
Tell us
Didn't you
where-
drink out a restaurant one night?
But can't you just
An
have
airplane I did one
But can't
time.
you just
yeah.
have 2 drinks? It always has to. You have to be obliterated.
Once in a while, I'll have 2 drinks. Yeah, if it's during the week or something.
Howard, talk about. Remember that time we talked to you about your mimosas at that brunch? How much do you drink?
Oh, I can drink. You know, I could probably drink 100 mimosas.
Yeah, see?
Right. 100.
And that wouldn't be enough.
They're in little bitty glasses, though.
Yeah.
And then he said he started getting them to pour them into big glasses because they were
annoying.
having to refill the champagne flutes
Yeah,
often.
They would they'd have to come every other minute with those little champagne glasses, so they started putting them in beer mugs for me.
Right. Mimosas in a beer mug.
Yeah.
Why don't they just
called
bring over a trough?
Oh, sometimes they'd bring a pitcher over, too.
But I'm talking about severe drinking. I'm talking about like in your lifetime, you've been wheeled off a plane in a wheelchair because you've been incapable of walking.
But that was to go into Bubba's wedding. That was a fun event. I was excited.
And so if it was a fun event, maybe you could have lightened up on the drinking. In other words, you were about to have fun. We were going to Bubba's wedding to drink.
I just started my fun a little earlier than everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. You have fun when you
also
drink.
I have fun, but I have 2 drinks and I have fun.
No, you talk about getting bombed on the weekends.
2 drinks.
And 2 drinks will do that to him because he hasn't built up such a tolerance.
I was hungover this weekend. I mean, I had I might have had like 3 or 4 glasses of wine Saturday night because we were at a party.
And you got drunk at your size. You were able to get buzzed off.
I was buzzed off too. I really shouldn't
What
have.
are you talking about? His size?
He's a tall guy.
No, but I weigh 100 pounds. I'm like Ichabod Crane.
Oh, it doesn't go by height?
Yeah. I mean, my feet ain't blowing up, that's for sure.
But he's also on medication for high blood pressure and cholesterol.
You are?
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Oh, I
At
didn't
your
know
age?
that.
Yeah.
How old are you?
35.
Good Lord. Aren't you do you want to live or like are you just like
No, I want to. That's why I'm on the. If I didn't want to live, I'd stop taking my medication.
How
The
about just
medication is going to kill your liver.
the medication could be stopped if you just ate well and drank and didn't drink so much.
Not cholesterol's usually
no,
a
cholesterol
family
can be
thing.
fought. Cholesterol can be lowered naturally.
That is such a myth. It's not true, Richard.
But it's my cholesterol's good now. They're weaning me off the medication. The
It'll
cholesterol.
go right back up because you're not eating well.
I'm eating pretty well. But, I mean, besides the chili this morning and stuff.
It's just worthless to talk to.
True or false? You tip flight attendants to keep bringing you booze.
Yeah.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
No. How much you give them?
Usually $5 to start
That's
out.
all it takes?
And what do you say?
Well, they don't. They try to refuse tips. They're not supposed to take it usually, but I'm like, no, take it.
You give them $5, and that ensures what? That they'll constantly keep the alcohol. Like in other words, you never have to wait for a drink.
Well, not that. It just makes them feel better about serving me so much alcohol. I think.
Right.
They're like, oh, this guy's nice. We'll give him a bunch of booze.
Right. And then when they have to wheel you off in a wheelchair, do they get upset with themselves, do you think?
Well, they don't wheel me off. You know, whoever I'm flying with wheels me off.
But they got a call for a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But we're usually, I've never been wheeled off of the plane. I'm usually,
In
walk
the
off the
airport?
plane and then get wheeled. Yeah.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they just throw them on a luggage cart.
He packed an entire suitcase with champagne and orange juice for a long train ride.
I know.
You know.
That's what you call a person who has a problem.
Richard, so congratulations, man. You made it through the weekend without drinking any alcohol.
I did.
How do you feel?
I feel great, but it's boring as hell. I love drinking, and this just proves that, for me, drinking makes everything fun.
How long is this going to last?
Oh, hopefully not more than another day or so. I'm ready for a drink. It's the holidays, man. Come on. You can't watch Rudolph and Frosty without a drink.
Now, along with not drinking, you're supposed to be eating a little better.
Yeah, well, that I do try to do. Like yesterday for brunch, I had a turkey burger with a salad.
But for breakfast this morning, you had chili.
Yeah, but it's Lisa G's healthy chili. So
You sure it's healthy?
She said it is. I mean, and she eats it, and look at how thin she is. So I trust Lisa. You know, if Jason brought in chili, I wouldn't eat it because I wouldn't think that it's very healthy. But Lisa brought it in, so I trust her. And for lunch, Sal and I, every day we go to Hale and Hardy. We either go to Hale and Hardy or we split a foot-long sub from Subway. So I'm very mindful of what I eat. And then at night, I eat a lean pocket. And that's it. And I never eat after 5 o'clock. So I'm doing pretty good. And I've been eating like that for a long time. It's just on the weekend and on Thanksgiving I went crazy. So I need to be a little careful on the Christmas weekend.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up pretty soon, and there's going to be a bunch of holiday parties.
Yeah. And I'll just have to watch what I eat.
You're going to control yourself during those
Well, the
parties?
control of the eating, the drinking, I'll probably still go nuts. But, at least now I have a heat pad for my foot, and I know to drink a lot of cherry juice and different, juices to kind of keep the blood flowing through the toe.
And what happens if the gout comes back for Christmas?
Well, I'll go see the foot doctor again and get, more medication or put the heat pad on it. But if even a tinge of it comes back, I'll just stop eating and drinking. But I'm just, hoping for the best. I love to drink. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm not going to say that I don't love it. I freaking love it. It's a blast. I have a lot of 99% of my good memories are from drinking. The fun I had while drinking and hanging with friends. And so, there's not a better supporter of...
Kardashian. And I'm Kim Kardashian. And we're here to see Howard Stern. We've never done a show, so we're excited. We're virgins to Howard.
You love stealing my lines.
I do always steal your lines. Chloe said that earlier.
It's your first time on the show. What do you guys expect?
I expect a little bit of craziness. We've never been on, the show. We've obviously watched it, heard it, been fans for a long time, so you never know what Howard will say. So we're just going to go with the flow today. It's early.
It's early, so we might need a little... I might be like, what did you say? This might get our day going.
Yes.
You guys ready, though?
We're
ready.
All right, have fun in there today.
Thank you.
All right, Robin, we have a 2 stars of reality television, Kim and Khloe Kardashian.
Oh, we only have 2 of the sisters.
We have 2 of the sisters. Hey, girls.
See you.
Tell me what it's like to get on TV, be a reality star. What do you got to do? A lot of people want this. Are you surprised when you read in the paper that those people crashed the White House and stuff? Because they want to be where you guys are at. They want their own reality show. So
maybe we should have crashed the White House on our show.
In a
then
sense,
it'd be stalked forever.
In a sense, yeah, don't you feel pressure that you always have to come up with something sort of odd and almost antisocial to be interesting on the show? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it was so funny because after season 3, we were like, okay, what are we going to do now? Like, what are we going to do? Season 4 is coming. Like, we're so not that interesting. And then Court got knocked up and this one got married, so we had season 4.
Now season 4 is fascinating.
Yeah, it's how do you get the reality show? You guys are on E?
Mm-hmm. On E, yeah.
On E.
Well, I think the dynamic of having 10 kids, my mom and Bruce, between the 2 of them, there's 10 of us. We all were kind of hanging out in LA, Hollywood, being seen. And, my mom met up with Ryan Seacrest and they came up with this idea. And
because Ryan Seacrest felt the family was interesting.
Yes.
And this was after, they had the sex tape of you with that guy. What's his name? Ray J. Which was great.
That guy. I like that name better.
Do you feel embarrassed by that tape, or are you happy about it in the sense that I heard Vivid paid you $5 million for the tape? Is that true?
I don't think that anyone would ever be happy about something like that.
But it launches you in a way. I mean, the fame comes about because of the tape in a way. Same thing with Paris Hilton. When she got the sex tape, everyone really got interested in
I can get definitely how you could say that and think that. I think when you're going through it, now I'm just like, oh, I wish no one would even bring that up. I wish no one would even talk about it.
But $5 million is pretty good. I don't care what you tell me. At the end of the day, that's decent money.
Nice.
Exactly. Did you guys grow up with money? Like, your dad was Kardashian, the lawyer.
Robert Kardashian.
Yeah.
Robert Kardashian, who died of cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
A very famous attorney, represented OJ and all that stuff. Your dad was a well-off guy, right?
Yeah, we grew up in Beverly Hills. We definitely had a really privileged life, but my dad was extremely strict. We all had to, get jobs. We knew at 18 we had to be out of the house. We had to pay for everything.
Out of the house at 18?
Was it traumatic? Was it traumatic for you when...
We did.
Let me take you back a bunch of years. When your dad was alive, your mom was good friends with Nicole, OJ's wife.
Yes.
And the week before Nicole was murdered, that you guys actually went away on a vacation with her, right?
Yeah, every spring break we would go to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And
Nicole was beautiful and a nice person, right?
Yeah, incredibly sweet.
Right.
I was actually best friends with Sydney Simpson, their daughter.
Are you still in touch with Sydney?
No.
I feel like she kind of dropped off. This blew her mind so bad that I feel like she's gone somewhere. I mean, I don't know where she lives.
I heard she's doing really well. I think
she moved and went to college, I think, in Boston.
We speak to her brothers, her 2 brothers,
right.
and
do you
we're
write her? Is anyone in touch with her from friends from the past?
No, not really.
And what was that like? I mean, here you were good friends with Nicole, and I guess you knew OJ killed her, and then your dad had to represent OJ.
I think at the time, I just believed. Me and my sister Courtney. Chloe was a little bit younger, but Courtney and I just believed everything that my dad would do. Right. We were such daddy's girls because we felt like, my mom had remarried so fast and it kind of broke my dad's heart and she moved on. So we just sided with my dad no matter what it was.
Right.
So at the beginning, my dad definitely did believe in OJ, couldn't believe that his best friend would do that.
So you
at
think
my
he really
mom's.
believed that he was innocent?
Yeah, for
But
a
he-
long
yeah.
time.
Right.
And then, so we always were at my dad's house, and there was, Bob Shapiro and Johnny Cochran, and they're having all these meetings, and we'd go there.
You
and
would
then-
go to the meetings and OJ would be
Well,
there
it was
and
at
stuff?
my dad's house, so
Okay.
everyone was
Like
just
the
there trying
Bronco
to
chase
figure it out.
happened from my dad's house. Like all that stuff. Like we were very much in the heart of it all.
Was OJ at your house a lot, even like planning his defense? Or was he in jail? He was in custody, right? They didn't release him, right?
But
Okay, so
before
yeah.
he was staying at our house, and
Yeah.
then we'd go to
Right.
my mom's house where Faye Resnick was living, and she was really close to the Brown family, so we'd hear one thing, and
It was very
divided. OJ, and then going to my dad's house, and it was all pro OJ, and we're like, wait, what do we believe? And so we
Right, because your mom's probably sitting there going, that's my best friend, and OJ killed my best friend, and now my ex-husband's defending him, and you guys are caught in the middle in a sense during this whole thing, saying, gee, who's right? Who's telling the truth?
I know for us as kids, it was very hard. Like for me personally, I just felt like if I was at my mom's, I couldn't really talk about my dad. If I was at my dad's, I couldn't talk about my mom. Now,
Right.
like after the OJ trial was done, they became best friends, and my mom and my dad and my stepdad played golf together, and it was fine. But during the trial, it was awful for us kids.
So when OJ was found innocent, your dad was happy and your mom was miserable.
I think at the end,
don't
like
know.
if you notice, like
Your dad kind of removed himself after a while,
yeah,
probably.
he kind of looked shocked.
Yeah.
When they read the verdict, we were all just kind of
OJ
like,
looked shocked.
Yeah, OJ. No one was more shocked than OJ, believe me. Yeah, that was, hey, where's your mic? Go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Their father in particular, I can remember that. If you look back at that tape, he really is like, wow, what just happened?
But after the trial, your dad and OJ had a falling out, right?
I think so. He kind of kept it away from us. I mean, that was like Uncle OJ, and we'd see him all the time. So after that, I remember the day he got out of jail, I went to his house with my dad and, said hi to him. And then after that, I don't think we saw him again. I think they had a falling out.
OJ never hit on you guys?
No.
No? Uncle OJ?
Uncle OJ,
Uncle
no.
OJ, I'm surprised. I mean, why not?
Really, man.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank you, OJ. So you get on this reality show. Now, your parents divorced. Did your dad leave your mom, or did your mom leave your dad?
I think my mom was 12 years younger, and I feel like she just felt like
my mom left my dad.
Your mom left your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're being a diplomat.
Yeah, my mom left my dad.
And your dad seemed like a really together guy and everything, so you probably felt bad for him.
Yeah.
You probably sided a little more with him. And then your mom runs off with Bruce Jenner, which is an odd
married
couple.
5 months after they divorced.
Wow. Do you think they were having an affair? Is that what was going on?
No, they got introduced. They went on a blind date
Right.
after they got divorced. Steve and Candace Garvey set them up on a blind date.
Another charming couple. Did you when you first saw Bruce Jenner, because you've spoken about his plastic surgery, and I'm fascinated by Bruce Jenner's plastic surgery. And he seems like a nice enough guy and everything, but he was one of the most handsome men in America.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could have had a face like that, I mean, I'd be
Never
like, what?
touch it.
I would never touch it.
Yeah.
This thing, I'm trying to figure out what to do with it still. But I'm saying, if I had a face like that, and Bruce Jenner was like one of the best looking guys in the world. Every guy wanted to look like Bruce Jenner. What do you think? Did he go psycho in some way or berserk? Like, have you ever spoken about?
How old was he when he got his
He
face
was
left
in
too?
his, I
like
think-
young.
He was young,
He had
right?
his nose done in like not the top facelift, but like the
bottom?
the bottom
Yes.
facelift. And a guy just talked him into it, and he was really insecure. And everyone has their own issues, and I guess he wasn't comfortable with himself, and he wanted to fix his nose, and the guy talked him into doing something else. And
Was drastic.
I mean,
the nose
he
job.
knows. Like when he got his face fixed recently, he was so afraid to do so. He was like, I don't even want to touch it again. I know they're gonna be worse than what it was. So he knew it wasn't.
Do you like
good.
him?
I love him.
You love him.
I've known him since I've been 4.
Why do you think you guys love him so much? In the sense that here your mom left your dad and all, but yet you accept, like right away. you
Well,
accept.
but my dad learned to, like, after they got over their issues, it wasn't Bruce. Bruce and my dad became best friends, and I really have this, like, respect for Bruce for finally opening up to us and talking to us and telling us, he did have insecurities. He's not perfect. He was feeling this way, and would talk to us and say, I hope you girls don't get asked these uncomfortable questions about me, and I hope I, don't make you feel uncomfortable. And it was really courageous of him to do it on the show.
So he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
The best guy.
I think why I personally love Bruce so much is because he's never tried to force himself on us as I'm your dad now. He's always been like so accepting of knowing he's our stepdad, and he
Not
loves
trying
us.
to push the role.
Yeah, I noticed on the show.
And I
he,
love that.
He kind of really has a good way of just staying out of
Yes,
things.
he
Like
does.
he steers clear. Even if your mom gets nutty with you and gets all permissive and all this, he seems to know that look, this isn't my scene.
Right.
I don't have control over these girls. I can only give them advice if they ask.
He's really secure in himself in that aspect that he can, and also I love that he lets us love my father still, even though he's not jealous of
He's
that.
not jealous and doesn't get insecure.
Right. There's pictures of my dad all around the house,
Right.
and he just...
He's got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys still
What is
live?
your true living situation?
Yeah, you don't live with your mom,
Everyone
do you?
thinks we live at home.
No.
No.
I'm married, so I live with my husband.
But where
Right.
do you live? Chloe doesn't even have a house yet. Do you?
I'm moving on the 21st.
Finally.
But what do you do? So when you say there's pictures of your dad all around the house, now that you guys are out of the house, why would you? Oh, in your own homes, you're saying you have pictures.
No,
of
in our
your
homes,
dad.
even in my mom's. I mean,
Why does
there's-
your mom still have pictures of
They're
your dad?
pictures of like my little sisters who are Bruce's and my mom's kids. Like
But they would call my dad Uncle Robert.
They
so
were
there's
really
pictures of
close
them
towards the
together.
end.
Right. You ever see Bruce naked?
Ew, no.
Never seen his penis.
I would die.
You would kill yourself.
I would kill myself if I saw his penis.
Die.
I would die. I
So-
wonder if he has bikini waxes.
I wonder too, because he seems a little, feminine that way. He's not.
He's very hairless, actually. Like
Right.
I've seen his chest.
Right.
He's like still ripped for being
He really
like
is.
60.
Yeah, he's in good shape.
He's like
Yeah,
80,
but
not
he
60.
vows to never work out ever again.
Because he
like
probably
lift weights.
because he
He's so
did it his whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me understand something now. What's with you two? Only black guys? Is that the thing?
I'm only black guys.
She's only.
What
I'm
happened
not.
there? I mean,
Once
what
you
is
go
that?
black, you just never go back.
Is that true?
Not true.
For
I don't
me.
think it's true.
All right, I don't know much.
Kim, when have you gone back from black?
I've had a boyfriend my whole life.
Well, and he's been black. So what are you talking about?
I'm just saying I'm a totally half and half. Like,
Where's the other
completely.
half?
Like before.
Why
And
do
then
you-
once you went black, you haven't gone back. So hello, it's a true statement.
No, but I'm saying I would though. Like I would.
you would go back, but you don't.
Completely.
Your sister's
well,
right.
just because I have a boyfriend. But if I didn't,
So
I would,
hello, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't understand the logic in this comment.
Because I would.
Don't you think your sex tape was so outrageous because you were with a black guy? Like, still, white America has a hard time with that, and here you are, beautiful young girl having sex with a black man on the tape. I mean, it's still pretty taboo, right?
Yeah.
I knew chicks, I knew girls like you
I think so.
growing up. I knew this girl, she was really hot. She'd only date black guys. Like, she could not be with a white guy. Her parents were really distressed about it. And so she started dating my friend who was white, but he looked black.
Mhm.
He had like a fro and,
Right.
and very broad features and stuff. And he looked sort of traditionally black.
Mhm.
So, and then, but then she was fucking a cook behind his back because he was a real black guy.
Right.
You know, he had the whole thing going on.
Honestly,
What is it? How do you think this all
Well,
happened?
from me being, I don't know how it happened, but for
I
me
think
being,
maybe because we have such like big asses. Like the black guys like love a big ass.
Yeah, but you love the black guys. You love the black man.
I do.
Was it? Did you ever have sex with a white guy?
No,
Never.
never me. No, I've never. No, never.
And growing up, did you
So
only
weird.
fantasize
Never.
about black guys?
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm older, I definitely look. I think when I was younger, it was more all about black guys. Now that I'm older, I look at a lot of white guys. They're always older white men, though. And I'm always like, he's really attractive. When I was younger, I never thought so. But the older I get, the more I'm like, oh, he's a handsome man.
Was there a time when even your mother sat you down, or your father when he was alive, or even Bruce Jenner and said, listen, I'm not prejudiced. I'm saying, but what is going on here?
Yeah,
Can't you
of
be with a white
course.
guy?
What the
Who
fuck are
sat
you
you?
doing?
Yeah, right.
Well,
Who
my
sat you down?
father like always wanted us to be with an Armenian guy.
Right.
And we were just like, okay.
Where are you
but-
going to find one of those?
Yeah. Where am I going to move to? Armenia? Yeah. That's a tough one to. All right. That's a little too narrow.
Yeah. I would say my dad had issues with it. And then after, the whole OJ thing, I think he was like, this could happen to you guys. Like,
Right.
he got really
After the OJ thing,
protective.
he got sort of racist about it, right?
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he
But
didn't
then
want.
he realized that it just was going to be the way it was.
Right.
So
And-
it wasn't going to change.
And so, how old were you girls when you started having sex with black guys?
Well, I had a boyfriend in high school from when I was like,
Where'd you meet a black guy in Beverly Hills?
well, I went to an all-girls Catholic private school.
That's hot.
That's what ruined
I-
us.
Right. That's what did it. Was your first kiss black?
No, my first
No.
boyfriend was not.
Mine wasn't. No.
Oh, how disappointing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They turned me away. Jeez.
Are black guys, you think, better in bed? Is that
I
the thing?
don't know.
You don't know because it's all you ever slept with.
Yeah.
But you've had both.
I'd say it's just all about the chemistry between people. I'm really
Right.
uncomfortable when I talk about personal.
I'm not.
What, about sex?
Yeah. I don't know
Really?
why I get really nervous.
People, honestly, I think people perceive Kim as being so outgoing and like
the
very
sexual person.
You
and
do seem
stuff.
sexual to me, though.
She's not at all, and she's
but I always
so
see
shy.
pictures of you in bikinis and showing off your new body.
I like to go to the beach and stuff.
But that's
I'm
very sexual. I mean, you're putting it out there. It's
I
hot.
guess so. I guess you would see that. I guess
Yeah.
I would put that out
Are
there.
your boobs real?
They are. Mine
Both
are.
of you?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Nice rack.
Courtney's aren't.
She isn't. Mine aren't as big as hers, but she's
Kim's
a nice
got
rack.
huge boobs. What are you, a D?
I'm a 34D.
Nice.
Oh, Christ.
What every woman should be.
I'm a
Tease
B.
us white guys.
Sorry.
No, I like hers too. Don't worry.
Do you get angry
I
that your
actually
sister was
don't.
born with a D and you were not?
No, I I like my boobs.
I would pray when I was in like 11th, when I was like 11, my boobs started to get really big. And Courtney, who's my older sister, was so flat. And I would cry and she would make fun of me. And in front of all the guys, like at school, she would just like totally make fun of me. Not at school, but the guys outside of school. And she would just be like, Kim has the biggest boobs, the biggest nipples. And like make fun of me when I was 11.
Do you have big nipples?
Not really, no. But
There's nothing wrong with that. No shame in that.
she would say these embarrassing things because at like 11, I was so embarrassed that I had huge boobs. And
You were good friends with Paris Hilton. Both of you were, or just Kim?
I was when I was
good friends with
younger.
You were.
Nikki.
And you were friends with Nikki. So Paris Hilton, you would think, would be happy for your success in the sense that she sort of came out of nowhere. Her family was interesting. Her background was interesting. She became a reality star. You could say the same for you guys. You were not anyone famous, but somehow through this sort of wacky lifestyle, wild lifestyle, hanging out in clubs and things, people became aware of you. But Paris Hilton is jealous of you, isn't she?
You know what? I haven't talked to her in a few years.
Why? You were good friends.
We were good friends.
What happened? You got famous and she couldn't deal with it, right? Be honest.
If you say so.
I'm asking you. What was the falling out? Did you ever say to her, Paris, what's going on here?
I never did.
Why?
It was one time we just didn't speak again.
And you guys know why you're not speaking. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean,
Why be afraid to say it?
I did speak to her once when she went on a radio station and said that my ass looks like cellulite, like in a trash bag or something. She went on a radio station and she did call me to apologize.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Your ass has cottage cheese in it.
That's what she said.
She needed to put you down. So what does she feel? You copied her success, or
I'm sure
somehow you take away from something that she has?
I'm sure, but we've never had a conversation about it. We just one day did not speak again.
Don't you guys compete for the same dollars in a sense that part of the way you guys make a living, you can show up at a club and get paid $25,000 or something for just showing up, just to be at a party?
I mean, you would think that. You would think that there's... See, for me, like with all my friends, I would love for my friends to do it so then I could be like, hey, let's do it together. Let's see if we can get like a package deal and let's go and host a party
But I feel like
together.
also us as sisters, when we were instilled with these things, we're better as three than we are as one. Like three heads are better than one. But
there's power in numbers, and I think that sometimes people forget that. And if you like, I've had the same best friend since literally kindergarten, and my sisters are my best friends. So I don't have that switching of friend stuff. Yes, we grew up together. Our moms are good friends. I love her family. She showed me. It's cool because she's a really smart girl, and she showed me a lot that I never was aware of. Like I was, I moved out to the Valley with the boyfriend, and when we broke up, I felt like I wanted to move back to Beverly Hills where all my friends were. She showed me so much. I was traveling the world with her. I never really traveled like that, and she showed me a lot. And I'm thankful for everything that I learned from her. But
she became jealous, and you and isn't it true now? You can appear at a club somewhere and get more money than Paris Hilton herself, right?
I don't know what's her going rate.
Well, I heard yours is $25,000 to appear.
Nice.
Is that true?
Kim's is more.
Kim's is more. Wow.
25, honey.
25's nothing. It's up. 50? I want you to come to a party, and I want you to, because I'm opening a new club. What do I have to pay? 50?
Well, if it's a birthday or New Year's, it's going to be a lot more.
Right.
So if it's just a regular Wednesday,
Wednesday night, my day is Wednesday. That's the day I need to pump up. I want to get everyone to the club. I want to get your friends.
You want me to give you a deal?
I want you, no deal. I want the actual.
The regular rate. He
wants to know what the rate is.
What's the rate?
Say about 40.
40,000. Can Paris Hilton get as much as you? I heard that her
on
rate.
A regular Wednesday.
I heard.
No, but a lot of girls are getting up to 100 for New Year's, stuff like that.
But
He's talking about Wednesday.
I'm talking about Wednesday, and I'm talking about Paris Hilton. I heard that her kind of cachet is going down, that she's not as in demand.
It's really weird. People don't really disclose that, but there are there's levels of, this one's making this. All the promoters know it.
It seems like great work. I mean, it seems kind of fun. You show up at a club, and you bring your friends, and 40 grand later, you're kind of, you're having a party, you can drink.
I feel like it is definitely the easiest, funnest job, and it's something that even my boyfriend doesn't really understand. Like, well, why are you going out to all these clubs and parties? And I don't drink alcohol. I just don't like it.
Right.
So it's not like I'm out there partying.
You do smoke weed?
No.
All right, nothing wrong with that. You do any blow?
I really don't know.
You don't like blow?
I've never tried it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you do at these clubs then?
It sounds boring.
Well, because I have different...
She is boring at the clubs. Don't get me. Don't.
But I'm not that type that sits in the VIP club and just doesn't,
Do you
ignores
dance?
everyone. I go out and I, go
she
into...
doesn't.
I don't dance.
She doesn't dance. What does she do?
She sits
I
and
go and
texts.
I talk to you.
That's the cool move.
Do you show your ass?
You sit and text.
Yeah, I'll do
She'll do one dance. Show them the one dance that you do. When you go,
Let me see you dance. I'll dance
the one
with
that
you.
your hand goes up.
They make fun of me. They say that all I do is stand there and show my ass, and I'll be like...
I like it.
But I don't.
You don't do any of this?
No.
Okay.
But you can interact with people. Like if I have these are the girls. Like I write on my blog every single day, and I have a fragrance that's coming out, and these are the girls at the club that are going to be buying my fragrance. So I don't sit there in the VIP room. I go and I'll talk to everyone, and we'll talk about
Sometimes it seems on the show that Kim gets more attention than, let's say, Chloe. And Chloe, you get jealous. You get like, hey, we have a family business.
Mm-hmm.
Kim's making all the decisions. She's calling all the shots. Who the fuck is she? She's just one of the sisters.
My favorite episode was when they found out that you and your mom had made this deal for the fragrance.
Right. Talk to me about that. Is Kim, in a sense, too full of herself? Is she
wait till
really?
season 4. I'm just
No,
an
it's
extra
not.
now.
It's not. I don't get upset about Kim making decisions. Sometimes I feel like Courtney and I and Kim, we make all these. We work so hard, but then Kim's the one that gets all the credit for it. And we're always, but Courtney just doesn't speak up. I'm very vocal.
What is the work? In other words, putting out products, going out to these clubs, and doing the television show, right? That's the money
I do
maker.
all the club appearances by myself, except for New Year's, the last.
Do you guys put all the same money in the same pot? In other words,
when it comes from our dash, we're designing for BB for 5 seasons. We have a Virgin Saints and Angel jewelry line coming out that we designed for.
So
all
that
this
stuff that we do together.
That all goes in one.
Yeah,
you have to split that with your mom too.
No,
she'll get
she gets commission because she's our management.
Commission, schmission. Time to end that.
You tell her that. You
I'll
should
tell
call her right now.
Call
and
her
wake
up.
her up.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Mommy schmommy, you're out of the house.
Mommy schmommy.
Oh, boy, oh boy.
You want to call her and tell her?
You take care of that.
Yeah.
I don't care. So
Chloe really did go in there and she said to her mom, you give Kim all the attention. She's your favorite. You really laid into her.
Well, Kim and Chris are twins.
We're twins, but we also have.
They are obsessed with each other.
We've started this before. My mom came to she told me about the show idea. I said, "Oh my God, I'd love to do it. Do you need me to go into the meetings, help you?" Her and I have always from the start.
I just
been on
think
the same page.
my mom knows Courtney and I aren't as into it. We just
Kim's
are more
like a businessman type.
Yeah, Courtney's
are
along
more
for the
into
ride.
our.
She could care less.
I got a question. All right.